my side with my superhuman mind. Kryptonite, yeah! If I go crazy, then will you still call me super?
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Columbus River Dragons hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me as we're getting ready to go here tonight. 3-3 for the River Dragons this weekend. It starts out here tonight in Columbus against the Blue Ridge Bobcats. The Bobcats in town tonight and tomorrow night to wrap up the season series between the two teams. Columbus has already claimed victory in the entire season series. Now the goal for the River Dragons is just a single point. With that single point, they can wrap up not only the Continental Division, but also the FPHL regular season title, and they will look to do that here tonight. Columbus comes into this one 50 games played this year and a record of 37, 6, 3, 3, and 1 for 122 points. Meanwhile, Blue Ridge 9, 31, 7, 4, and 1 for 44 points on the season. And kind of a couple interesting things of note between these two teams. The River Dragons, the best goal differential in the league at plus 121. Blue Ridge, one of the worst at minus 64. But also, these two teams, the penalty minutes are actually a little closer than you might think. There's only 3 teams under 1,000 total minutes and penalties in the league. Columbus and Blue Ridge are 2 of them. Carolina is the other. Columbus is the least penalized team in the league, 823 minutes on the year, and Blue Ridge at 998 minutes. So not a lot of power plays to be given between these two hockey teams, but the matchup, and I said the season series already having gone to Columbus, the numbers favor the River Dragons. And again, for Columbus needing that 1 point, they could have wrapped it up last weekend, but a tough weekend trip to Michigan for the River Dragons. They won the first game 4-0 on the first pro shutout for William Lavalier, but then dropped the next 2 games at Motor City and at Port Huron and end up coming home still needing that single point. And they did get a little bit of help on the weekend as far as making it easier to knock off Binghamton as the Black Bears also slid backwards last weekend. They dropped a couple of games on a Michigan swing as well, and that was good news for Columbus. So that is the setup here tonight. Now, there are other scenarios in which, depending on who wins and loses tonight, if and only if Columbus should lose in regulation, that some dominoes would fall in different directions. However, it might just be putting things off for another night. So the River Dragons, again, masters of their own destiny here, and with 6 games left to play in the FPHL regular season, they just need 1 point in those 6 games to lock up both the Continental Division and the regular season title in the FPHL. So that's the backdrop here on Legends Weekend here at the Columbus Civic Center. Tonight, it is Chattahoochee Legends. Tomorrow night, it is the Legends of Columbus Hockey, the alumni game for Columbus Cottonmouths players and River Dragons alumni. In fact, here's a fun one for you. The head coach of the Blue Ridge Bobcats, Wojtek Zemlichka, is going to play in the alumni game tomorrow before coaching Blue Ridge Saturday night. And, of course, he's coaching them tonight. But as you will hear Boomer refer to Zemi, well, that's Zemlichka. He is the head coach of the Blue Ridge Bobcats, but used to play here in Columbus as well. So brought his equipment down on the bus here. And if you're coming out this weekend, tomorrow your game ticket to the game also gets you in to see the game with the Legends playing. That is a 4:30 start. The doors will open at 3:30, so you have your ticket. You can come into the building, get settled in. Introductions will start at 4:30 on both rosters for the Legends squad, which for the most part are still what they were posted online earlier in the week. But I will tell you there have been a couple of guys who've not been able to make it down for various reasons, but there have been some additions to the roster as well. So if you know your favorite player is going to be here, come on down. But you never know, you might be greeted with a couple of surprises tomorrow as well when the two teams take to the ice. And you know what? Jerome Bichard says, I've got an open door policy. The door's always open. You want to come down. You want to be a part of it. The River Dragons understand that they are but a part of Columbus hockey history, and obviously Jerome Bichard ties into pretty much all of it, all the way back to the early Cottonmouths days. In fact, the Cottonmouths, we just had in our office a copy the other day, the first ever Cottonmouths game played in 1996 that I was handed a DVD copy of and transferred that over to digital to help preserve that. But that was kind of neat to see the original Columbus Cottonmouths game played in 1996. And so kind of a neat way to start off Legends Weekend here. And you know what? Some of the players from back then are going to be here tomorrow on this ice. You know, we're coming up on almost 30 years of hockey in Columbus, Georgia at the professional level. That's a pretty special mark. So the River Dragons are celebrating their 5th anniversary this season. But think about that, Columbus. Pro hockey has been here for an awful long time. And 1996 and maybe coming up 2026, who knows what special things we'll have in store by the time we get around to that season. All right, we have a lot to get to in our Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We do have to talk about our out-of-town scoreboard because we'll be keeping an eye on that. That's brought to you by Zelmo Zipin. Of course, I've got my chat with River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard. And we were both a little chatty in this one here today, so buckle up. Boomer and I go for a couple of minutes. And then, of course, we're going to drop the puck. First of two between Blue Ridge and Columbus coming up tonight. And we will be getting it underway just past the bottom of the hour. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
Good internet.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps, all for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Winter is upon us. We must.
And we're back here on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Tom Callahan here with you. And we thank you all for joining us here. Columbus River Dragons hockey crowd still filing in. There's still time to join us if you want to come down. Maybe you're thinking about it. I see the sunshine is still shining out there. And you know what? It's getting to be that time of year. Oh, that's right. A lot of grass being cut and hedges being pruned, trees being trimmed. That means it's spring. My allergies are on fire. But playoff hockey is getting closer. And to that end, if you would like to purchase playoff tickets, you can do so with the 7-game playoff packs that are on sale right now through the River Dragons office. Call 706-507-4625. That's 507-4625. 7-game packages are available right now. Single-game seats will not go on sale until April 9th. It is possible by the end of tonight we know our playoff matchup for sure. Right now, it seems all but set in stone that it will be Columbus and Mississippi, and then Port Huron and Carolina. Now, things can happen, and depending on should miracles occur, you know, there could be a jockeying of positions, but the spacing right now with the teams in the standings would seem to indicate that's how it's going to pan out. And again, you talk about Columbus, 122 points. 1 point to get to 123 locks up the league, the division, home ice, all the way through the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Carolina is at 107. And once they are locked out, they are locked in to second place. Port Huron cannot catch them, 78 points. Those two would end up meeting in the first round. So Carolina, Port Huron, Carolina would have home ice advantage. Then Mississippi in fourth place. There is an outside chance that, again, if the stars aligned and everything went chalk, that Port Huron could fall below Mississippi, even though Mississippi at 61 points. That's a 17-point gap. However, because Port Huron's played 52 games and Mississippi's played 50, there is a chance. That said, Port Huron only needs 2 points in any combination, whether it's Mississippi losing or Port Huron winning, to lock up third. So it's pretty certain that Columbus and Mississippi will go head-to-head in the first round. And we will have those playoff dates what they will be. Game 1 will be on the road in Mississippi, and then games 2 and 3 if necessary. Remember, it's a best of 3 in that first round. We would let you know the dates for those, for the River Dragons and the Seawolves. So we may know that by the end of tonight with certainty, that that is the way it's going to go. Meanwhile, in the Empire, Binghamton has locked up first place overall in the Empire Division, so they will play, at this point, the biggest playoff race left, Elmira and Watertown, just to see who gets in. Elmira is 3 points ahead, but Watertown has a game in hand. So those 3 points could go away if Watertown takes care of business in that game in hand. And these two teams go head-to-head all season long. They will be battling right down to the wire here to see who's going to get in to that fourth and final playoff spot and a first-round date with Binghamton. Now, second and third between Motor City and Danbury, that's not written in stone either, because Motor City only has 2 games left. They're at 91 points. Danbury has 4 games left. They're at 86 points. So if Danbury wins their 2 games in hand, they would leapfrog Motor City into second and get home ice advantage. Now, those two teams will play each other. That is already locked in. Motor City and Danbury will go head-to-head. But who will have home ice? We actually don't know that yet. So it could be Danbury. Danbury could end up finishing second in the Empire. It's a very interesting playoff race down to the wire and both sides of the FPHL. So Columbus hoping to pick up that single point, lock things up tonight, and really just kind of be able to shift their focus after they get that foot in the door and worry about what's coming down the line. So I know we all have our fingers crossed, River Dragons fans, but that's why this time of the year is fun, and it's awfully exciting. And even once you do get those matchups set, of course, there are other things to play for. You want to go in on a roll. You want to get your line combinations, your deep pairing set. You want to get your goaltenders playing well. Many, many focuses for these teams, or foci if you prefer, that they're really going to have to hone in on. And let's face it, other teams are going to still be gunning for the River Dragons to test their playoff medal and the final 3 games of this regular season, 2 in Carolina, and then that April 13th final regular season home game here against the Thunderbirds. That could be a second-round playoff preview, as it was last year when the two teams finished the regular season against each other and then went head-to-head in the Continental Division Finals. Of course, the Thunderbirds won that and went on to lose the Commissioner's Cup to the Danbury Hat Tricks. So Columbus would like to have the skate on the other foot this year if they possibly could. All right, let's take another break in this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. When we come back, it's time for the Zelmo Zippin' Out of Town scoreboard. We'll be watching that one tonight for you. There is plenty going on in the NHL, Major League Baseball, and more. We'll tell you about it when we come back. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
It's on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
And we are back here tonight. It's the first game of Legends Weekend. Tonight, tomorrow night, the Blue Ridge Bobcats in town to take on your Columbus River Dragons. Tom Callahan here with you in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Want to remind everyone to get your free digital program for every home game available at rdragons.com. And the River Dragons have that digital program up there for you. But if you are coming in, we do have roster cards and score sheets that are available as well. And I know a lot of fans, I do still see some folks out there with the old scorecard out. So that's always good to see. We enjoy seeing folks keeping score. And I'm one of those people. I like to go to a baseball game. I'll keep score. And it's fun to look back now at games I went to 20, maybe 30 years ago and just kind of see how and what you happen to see that day. So it's kind of an interesting thing, a nice little memento of the game that you were at. So River Dragons hockey is brought to you by Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the Columbus River Dragons, by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the River Dragons, by Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons, and Air Force Heating and Cooling, the official heating and air company of the Columbus River Dragons, and our pregame show sponsor. Columbus comes in having lost its last two. First time all year they've lost back-to-back games this year, but any win streak of 3 or more games is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Join Tim's Rewards today and get any flavored medium cold drink in your first week when you sign up. Visit timhortons.com or download the app in your app store. So Columbus trying to right the ship, as I mentioned. They haven't lost back-to-back all year until this past weekend, Motor City and Port Huron. So Columbus has a lot to prove to itself, if no one else. Yes, they've had a great regular season, but this last weekend was a little tough, and I know guys are in and out of the lineup, some bumps and bruises. To that end, Brody Duncan will be back into the lineup tonight, and Hugh Anderson will sit here this evening, and there'll be maybe a couple other roster juggles, but we'll talk about that when we get around to it. But in the meantime, wanted to get to that Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard so we can see what's going on around the FPHL. This is a big one. Right now, Division's Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Binghamton. Halfway through the first period, Danbury and Binghamton are scoreless in that one there. That is a potential second-round playoff matchup if those two teams make it through. This one, again, I'm telling you, down the stretch, Watertown and Elmira are going to meet, and it's for all the marbles. They're scoreless here, getting ready to drop the puck. Actually, about 10 minutes from now, so they have not gotten underway yet. Thought perhaps that was 7 o'clock. It is not. It's a 7:30 start. So I bet you that one is going to be a game maybe worth having a side eye on, or a second screen, if you will. Also tonight at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, the Carolina Thunderbirds are at the Mississippi Seawolves. And then 7:30 Central Time, the Port Huron Prowlers are at the Baton Rouge Zydeco. In the National Hockey League, some teams could clinch tonight, and whether they're active or not. But games going on right now. Flyers and Sabres are scoreless in the first. Capitals up 1-0 on the Hurricanes on Alex Ovechkin's 28th of the year. Rangers and Red Wings are tied at 1 in the first period of that game. 9 o'clock Eastern time tonight, you've got the Avalanche and the Oilers going head-to-head. 10 o'clock Eastern, Kraken at the Ducks, and the Golden Knights are at the Coyotes. Major League Baseball, a couple of afternoon games here today, including the Blue Jays shutting out the New York Yankees in their home opener 3-0. Tigers 5-4 over the Athletics. Cubs beat the Dodgers 9-7. Orioles 5-2 over the Pirates. And the Giants 3-2 over the Padres. Games going on right now, top of the ninth. Actually, this is now into the bottom of the ninth. The Rays, well, that game just went final. How about that? Just as I was looking at the scoreboard, it's over. The Rockies, a 1-6 Rockies, a grand slam, 10-7 over the Tampa Bay Rays in the bottom of the ninth. How about that? Just as I was looking at the score. Reds 1-0 over the Mets. That's in the top of the third inning. At the end of the second, 3-0 Phillies over the Nationals. Underway in just a little bit, you got the Diamondbacks at the Braves, White Sox at the Royals. 8:05, you've got Astros at Rangers, 8:10, Mariners at Brewers. 9:38 for the Red Sox at the Angels. That is our last game going. And no men's college hoops tonight. The women's Final Four kicks off today, but the men tomorrow. Number 11 NC State and number 1 Purdue. How about NC State and the run they are on? And number 4 Alabama and number 1 UConn. So that's our look at that Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. So we are going to get to the break here, and when we come back, it's going to be time for our chat with River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard. We got a little out there today, but you know what? It's always a good day to talk hockey with Jerome Bichard, who, by the way, today is Jerome Bichard Day here in Columbus, Georgia. There was a proclamation. There was a press conference. Boomer was honored. There's going to be a 24-hour hockey tournament in Boomer's honor that kicks off tonight after the River Dragons game ends, and they're going to play for 24 hours. It's Jerome Bichart's weekend here. It's Legends Weekend in Columbus. There's an awful lot going on, and absolutely tremendous to see that today. We will have footage of that for you on tomorrow's broadcast, so you're going to want to tune that in on the YouTube side. All right, let's take that break. When we come back, Jerome Bichart joins me for our chat, and then we're going to drop the puck. River Dragons and the Blue Ridge Bobcats coming up just past the bottom of the hour. This is the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show on River Dragons Hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We're always going a
All right, welcome back here in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichart. Boom, thanks for joining us here. Big weekend. It's Legends Weekend. I know this being Friday, the game is tomorrow at 4:30, but I do want to promote it a little bit. But you had a chance to skate with some of the legends. How they looking out there?
Yeah, the boys, so half the guys are here and the other half are kind of getting into town today. So a lot of oxygen out there, I think. They're glad they saw a lot of guys on the roster, so there's lots of ice time for everybody. So it's just fun to I guess reminisce, hear the old same stories that that we all went through, kind of thing. So it's good.
All right. Well, that game will be tomorrow, 4:30, and your ticket for tomorrow's game gets you into the Legends game doors at 3:30. Just wanted to put that out there today. Let's talk about tonight's game against Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge is a team that's been eliminated from the playoffs already, and I wanted to get your thoughts on that. I mean, sometimes when a team is out of the playoffs, they might pack it in. But then there's the other case where it swings the other way and they have nothing to lose, and all of a sudden they're just playing without a care.
Yeah, no, this team is going to be like the latter. Zemi, the coach, I mean, you know, he only knows one way, and that's work hard, play right, and he's looking for guys that can do that for next year type thing. So they're dangerous. They're going to be a dangerous team. We got to, you know, take care of business, and you know, hopefully we get back to playing the way we need to play, get what we need to be to get first place overall, and then go from there.
I know last week was disappointing. Couple of losses on the weekend. What's been the focus this week?
Focus, just little things. I mean, you can't just expect to win. Well, actually, you need to expect to win, but you can't just throw your sticks out there and think you're going to win without doing all the little things. So work hard, you know, finish our checks, stops and starts, be defensively sound, which last weekend we weren't. And, you know, we're going to score our goals. We just got to make sure that we eliminate opportunities.
I know that Brody Duncan, the guy who was a little banged up last weekend, what's his prognosis for this weekend?
Dunks is good enough to play, so he'll play. We're going to rest Hugh Anderson for no reason other than, Dunks is back, and then Parker Layton needs to get a couple more games in to be qualified for the playoffs. So I think that's important to do that. And then, coming down the stretch, we'll just kind of see. Parker or Swanner will be in, Jay will be out, and Willie will get the start tonight.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the defensive pairings, because I know that forward lines can find chemistry and sometimes it comes and it goes, but with D-men, I think that's very important to try to find those matches. When you're adding guys like this, how do you do that?
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. Obviously I kind of try to go a puck movement guy with a kind of stay-at-home guy. If it's Carter Shinkarik and Parker Layton tonight, Shinks likes to go. Parker actually likes to go a little bit too, but I'll try to, put an anchor on him a little bit and make him be the stay-at-home guy. And he's pretty physical. He likes to move the puck well. And then the other two, you got Balks and Undy and Slats and Duncan. So all around, I think. As far as that goes, I think they do mesh well together, and I need everybody to step up on the back line and do their jobs, move the puck well, and take care of business.
Bothwell and Underwood have kind of become the guys it seems like you lean on as that first D pair. Why is that?
Oh, well, I think they're pretty aware of their surroundings. They're defensively kind of sound. Are they perfect? No, but they're usually hit first. Ask questions later, and they usually get the puck out fairly quickly. Everybody else kind of tends to, maybe do a little bit more than they need to, and just get that puck up to the forwards.
All right, well, let's wrap it all up with keys to the game tonight.
You know what? They came in overnight. We need to jump on them, make sure they don't get off the bus the first 5-10 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to have the same game plan, making sure over the red line, dumping in, put pressure on us. So that's what we really need to do. We need to eliminate turnovers. We're good in the offensive zone, and when we can sustain some pressure down there, when we get into a run and gun kind of run and gun and back and forth game, it's more conducive to the other teams more times than not. So eliminate turnovers, stop, starts, hit, all the stuff that makes you win games.
Sounds good. All right, Boom, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
Back with a drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
One way to settle this.
Where'd he come from?
I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
Dragons did all the Chattahoochee games, and of course, unfortunately, the Chattahoochee no more. If you follow Columbus baseball, you know the saga. No baseball at all here this summer. And they have finally put the fencing up over next door at Golden Park. They're going to knock down whatever they're going to knock down and rebuild whatever they're going to rebuild. And not this summer, but potentially next summer, AA baseball will come to Columbus, Georgia. And here are tonight's starting lineups.
At the end of the bench, number 91, Carter Kincaid. And forward, number 9, Josh Petrantonio. And forward, number 17, Austin.
So there are your starting lineups here tonight. It's going to be Petrantonio, Doe, and Chimaev starting out up front, along with Shinkarik and Parker Layton, who is profiled in this week's Callie's Corner over on the River Dragons YouTube page. If you haven't checked out the series, feel free to do so. And if you're here watching the game on YouTube, well, you can certainly do that in and around watching tonight's hockey game. We also welcome all of our listeners in here tonight in the radio listening area, 106.9 Really Rocks. Thanks for being a part of it. As the River Dragons now set for the presentation of the national anthem and our moment of silence.
Thank you. And now, please remain standing for the presentation of our national anthem, as performed tonight by Youth Orchestra of Greater Columbus Chamber Ensemble.
All right, members of the Columbus Youth Orchestra with the anthem before tonight's game. And so while they finish pulling the inflatable out, let's get a look at tonight's starting goaltenders here this evening for the Columbus River Dragons. Just a week away from picking up his first pro shutout, it's William Lavaliere, 5-6-0-2 on the season between here and Baton Rouge. .912 save percentage, 3.11 goals against. And, of course, as I mentioned, that first pro shutout. He's opposed tonight by Owen Liskowitz, who is 7-10-0-3, .904 save percentage, 3.38 goals against average. And those two will go head-to-head here this evening. The River Dragons, of course, 3-3 this weekend. Tonight, tomorrow night here in Legends Weekend. And we're honoring the Chattahoots tonight. Brian Trepanier dropping the first puck down on the ice, the only player to have his number retired by the Columbus Chattahoots. And he's got that famous number 29 jersey on as he drops the puck. And now we're going to get ready to go here between these two teams. River Dragons in the red on Fridays, as always on Fridays. Red stands for remember everyone deployed, and Columbus always wears their red jerseys on Friday. We encourage fans to wear their red as well. All right, River Dragons rolling left to right in front of our broadcast location. And puck down underway, and it's won back by Blue Ridge. They'll control to start things off here. And up on the left wing side, they'll try to push it ahead at center, but the puck stolen away after a collision. Jamaev will move it back to the D. Shinkarik will reverse it around towards Petrantoni. Coughed up down low. A chance in front, right up the slot. Not out of trouble yet. Save made by Lavaliere with the glove. And the puck at the side of the net. It comes out the near side. And Blue Ridge hanging on. Here's Martin feeding into the point. A shot hit traffic in front of the net. Jamaev in the corner. And it's turned over again to Blue Ridge behind the goal. They try to center. That's Carson Andrioli, the former River Dragon, finally stripped to the puck. And now away comes Shinkarik to center. He'll move it in, dump it into the right side corner. Columbus will go for a change. Now the first minute or so definitely goes to Blue Ridge. But Columbus now will turn the puck through center. Ryan Hunter left side moving in, gets around one, looking in the slot. There's a shot. McDonald scores! Ryan Hunter found Justin McDonald for the one-time right between the hash marks. He puts it home, 102 into the hockey game. It's 1-0 River Dragons. Well, how do you answer a good first shift from the road team? How about you come right down and you stick it in the back of their net? Justin McDonald, the league leader in goals, assists, points, plus minus. 102 into the game. Ryan Hunter finds him. And I believe there'll be an assist coming to Underwood on that one, but that is McDonald's 42nd goal of the season. Now turned over is McDonald in front in the high slot. He'll move it to the left point. Right now only Hunter with an assist. There's a shot tipped wide. Rebound at the side of the net. Jammed in front and knocked out the other side. Oh my goodness, Ryan Hunter almost got it to go. And the Columbus faithful excited here in the early going. Their team has jumped out to the quick lead over Blue Ridge. And again, a reminder, 1 point sews it up for the River Dragons. Now back the other way, however, Blue Ridge tried to walk in, but the play knocked back out by Bockwell. That put everybody offside. So now that'll bring the face-off just outside the River Dragons blue line. That offside is brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com. Are your sides a little off? Well, get lined up at Old School Barber Shop. Book online anytime through their website and 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook. Reservations are highly recommended. River Dragons going back to work here. Wickline, right side, down towards Slahetka, puts it in front, tipped on goal. Liskowitz with the save, puck away to the far side. Bersani behind the net, Storjahan chasing to the near side corner. He's tied up on the boards. It's cleared up to the right point. A shot in on goal, save made, rebound sitting there, cleared away to the line, off Slahetka. He keeps it in again, but his shot this time deflected out by Wolf and chased down by Duncan. Brody Duncan returns to the lineup after missing about a game and a half with an upper body injury, so good to see Dunks back out there. Talked to him earlier in the week, said he felt better, good enough to go at the very least. So nice to see him getting healthy here with just 6 games left in the regular season. We're 2 weeks away from playoff action. Hard to believe it. Quick line to the right side, feeds it in front, a bouncer, and they score! Boy, you know what? You gotta take the break when you get it. And that is exactly what happened. Wickline zipped the puck to the front of the net. And while turning and trying to play the puck, Austin Doe had it deflect off his skate. It fooled Liskowitz, went right between his legs into the net, 2:47 into the first. And it's 2-0 Columbus. Austin Doe will absolutely take that one. Goals 145 apart. And Columbus is off and running in this one. For Austin Doe, that's his 22nd of the season. Wickline will pick up the primary assist. And already 2-0. There's a shot in Lavalier. Will block it away to the corner. Bobcats trying to get some momentum back. They actually had an excellent opening shift. But Columbus quickly 2 goals. Here's Petrantonio, and he puts it in on goal. Liskowitz the save, and it disappears in the gear. He'll hold on. Shinkarik was pounding right to the net there, looking for a deflection. Maybe trying to tip something in past the Bobcats netminder. There's no real secret to the River Dragons when they are successful. That is exactly what they do. Pucks and bodies to the front of the net. Take away the eyes of the goaltender, go for the tips, the deflections, the rebounds. It's not rocket surgery. But that is exactly what Columbus tries to do. Just they get in there as best as they can and make life miserable for opposing goaltenders. Face off in the Blue Ridge zone. High slot picked up. Here's Hunter cutting to his left. Wrist shot. Oh, that caught the outside of the post. I think Liskowitz got a piece of it, and then it hit the outside of the iron. Onto the left side. McDonald over there after it. Puck pushed out. And now Blue Ridge away to center. In on the left wing side. Sazanovitz, and he is knocked down in the corner. Big hit there by Bockwell. McDonald puts it out off a body. To center it goes. Dumped back in by Blue Ridge, and that was behind the stripe at center, so that's icing. 3:53 into the first, 2-0 River Dragons. Shot 6-2 already in favor of Columbus. And again, if you're just joining us here in this Chick-fil-A Midland first period, the River Dragons need 1 point to clinch not only the Continental Division, but the FPHL regular season title tonight. So they already have started the exclamation point. They just need to finish it off here. Now over the next, not quite, 2.5 periods of hockey. River Dragons control the draw. There's Underwood with a shot, put it high over top of the net. Puck played up to the left point, not out. And did that hit somebody at the bench area? Perhaps. Whistle blows. Face-off will come just outside the Bobcats' blue line. I think the linesman was checking to see if the bean and his whistle had frozen. Saw him shaking the whistle up by his ear. I think he went to blow the whistle once or twice, and it didn't quite toot the way he wanted it to. But he shakes it free, gave it another try, and it worked that time. So it's interesting. You never really think about those things. River Dragons looking to move the puck out of their own end here. Here's Storjahan, far side, but he lost it. Puck is slapped deep there, in around behind the net by Vlasov. Columbus trying to come the other way. Now Storjahan on the left side, looking in front. Wickline tipped it towards the net, and it's deflected away to the corner. He'll send it around to the left point, now to the right, Slahetka. Wrist shot, tip wide, rebound off the end. Oh boy, what a stop there. Wickline took a chop at it. Liskowitz, good save. Circling up top, Storjahan has to, well, he floated it so high it went out of play, and now Storjahan is shoving already with Wolf. The linesmen get in there. Wolf is a guy, interesting story. So he was picked up by Columbus in the Delaware dispersal draft over the summer. and then turn around and trade it to Blue Ridge. And Wolf is a guy, he is the straw that stirs the drink for Blue Ridge. He is not afraid to get in somebody's face, try to mix it up, just be that fly in the ointment as much as possible. It's a guy you absolutely hate playing against, but you enjoy that when he's on your team. Face off to the right of the Bobcats. They win it back, play it around the wall. Big hit by Petrantonio in the corner. Puck kicks right in front off the dasher. But that would have skated out by Vlasov. He'll move to center. Up on the right wing side, try to cut through the D himself. Finally lost it to Shinkarik. He'll loop it behind the net, too far for Layton. Layton chasing up the near side, pokes it up the boards. Petrantonio battling to get it out, does. At center, Ernst will dump it right back in on Lavalier, and well, that one kind of disappeared on him in the pads, and he said, you know what, I'm going to hang on to it. That'll get us to our first time out, 2-0 already. River Dragons in the lead, 5:24 into the first. Back with more of this Chick-fil-A Midland first period in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich...
Back here in the Chick-fil-A Midland first period, Tom Callahan here with you. Want to remind everybody, the final Kiss of 99.3 Chick-fil-A Midland Family 4-pack is coming up. The final regular season home game, April 13th against Carolina Thunderbirds. Those 4-packs are only on sale through the River Dragons office, and what a tremendous deal. Just $40 gets you 4 tickets to the game, 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorns, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 Chick-fil-A coupons. But again, only through the River Dragons office. There's a shot in on Lavalier with a confident glove save, and he'll hang on. Feel free to stop by or give us a call at 706-507-4625, 507-4625. If you brought your radio to the game tonight and you're listening, you can stop by and pick up your family 4-pack for next weekend, or you can come visit us during regular business hours during the week as well. We're happy to get you hooked up for the final home game of the year. Speaking of hooked up, Shinkarik was hooked up, and that is going to be a hooking call against the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Oh, they're actually going to call it, pardon me, against Jemaev. I was watching Shinkarik get hooked, but apparently the hooking call was going against Jemaev. Either way, it was a really nice segue. 5:36, time of the penalty as Jemaev into the Abercrombie Bonding penalty box. Let's see if the River Dragons can spring him out. Blue Ridge going to work on the power play here for the first time tonight. Blue Ridge power play last in the league at just 9.2%. They'll work it up top here. River Dragons kill still first in the FPHL at 86.3. What a great season for Columbus on the kill. Blue Ridge trying to set, oh boy, kicked in on goal, went off the skate of Petrantonio, and Lavalier had to make a save on his own player. Kept in on the left side, puck to the slot. This time Petrantonio away with it. Up the right side, Petrantonio trying to work in on goal, and he'll bounce it behind the net. Still with possession. Now he'll bank it out to center, and Columbus will just wind that clock even more. Slahek up, goes D to Duncan. Duncan had a stick tipped as he tried to clear, though. Nice job by Vlasov to keep the puck in the zone. He fights through, trying to work it in front. Puck in the slot, taken out by Blue Ridge. Back down the right side, here's Daly. He'll feed it up top. Shot coming in for the point. Hit a body in front. Did not get through. Duncan on it. This time he'll use the glass and get it down. 49 seconds to go in the power play. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead. And we are coming up on 7 minutes into this opening frame. Ivashkin feeds it onto the right wing side. Newberg sends it around behind the River Dragons net. Reversed around to the right point, kept in there by Ivashkin. Tees up a drive. That one off a leg, goes into the near corner. Left side, Andrioli feeds it behind the net, but the pass was missed. Puck free towards Duncan. He'll play it ahead. Tipped the rest of the way down by Bersani. He'll pursue. River Dragons trying to get a quick change here. Andrioli turning it the other way. Left side, Newberg feeds across ice. That leaks off the stick of Ivashkin to the right wing corner. Shinkarik trying to poke it free. Ivashkin again, right side, feeds it up top, middle of the blue line, forward. Power play is over. There's a shot tipped wide of Lavalier. Andrioli behind the net, wraps it out the far side. So Columbus has killed it off. There's a backhand chance in front of high. Lavalier save, and now they're fighting for the rebound. And now the sticks come up, the pushing and shoving begins. Everybody getting a little uppity. But a great save in tight by William Lavalier. Able to pin that puck up high on his body and hang on to it. That is great rebound control. Bobcats 0 for 1 with the man advantage. They did pick up a couple of shots on that power play. But they do trail 2-0. Hunter Bersani is directing traffic before he steps in across from Tatarin for the draw. Well, they didn't like that one. They'll do it again. One more time to the right of Lavalier. And they're going to toss Tatarin, or is he just going for a skate? Nope, he's just going for a wheel. And the referee indicating they're going to hold the clock for 1 second. Tatarin wins it back to the left point, Ford on it, but the shot is blocked by Bersani. He'll move it ahead. Here's Wickline. Back on the right wing to Bersani. At the line, had it knocked away. Vlasov turning it back, and Leighton all the way back into the River Dragon zone. Will feed it around the far side wall. Storjahan on that left wing, pinned up on the wall by Vlasov. River Dragons try to reverse it around to the near side, and now it's given away. Side of the net, turned into the slot. Here's a shot, and a blocker save. Lavalier on Vlasov. Vlasov feeding it behind the net. Again, Blue Ridge looking to move it out in front. Ends up at the left point with Ford. Ford will feed it down the wall. And now that one is moved deep by Tatarin, and we have another penalty coming up against Columbus. It's a high sticking call, as Tatarin got hit in the face with a high stick. And for the second straight time, Columbus is heading into the Abercrombie bonding penalty box. This time it's Shinkarik into the box, 2 for high sticking. 8:30 time of the call. I saw the initial flinch there by Tatarin, but wasn't sure if that was going to be made, but they do indeed call it. So now the Bobcats back to the power play. They're 0 for 1. Did have a couple of good chances, a couple of good looks. This time they start with the puck towards the point. Underwood will kick it out over the line. Andrioli chased all the way back into his own end, trying to move it ahead. Coughed it up to Bockwell at center. It's kicked a little further on down the ice by Sequoia Swan before being turned back in by Wolf. Around to the near side, puck kicks right into the slot. Wolf a shot, and a point-blank save by Lavalier. Good stop right there. Play continues on in the River Dragons' end. That one comes right back off the boards. Ends up at the right point. Shot coming in. Again, Lavalier left pad save. Wolf to the far side, looking for a little bit of help from Newberg. Fed towards the point. Now Andrioli steps into him, but saws his stick in half as it drifts wide. Left point. Puck is held in up top. Norwinski over for the one time, but that was blocked and cleared right back down the ice by Columbus. 1:05 to go with the man advantage for the Bobcats. They trail the River Dragons 2-0. 9.5 minutes into this first period. Now under a minute to go on the man advantage. Blue Ridge on the regroup. They'll move it into the right side. Hops past Vlasov down the ice. Duncan stopped, fell, lost it. Puck in front, but that one floats away to the left point. That is kept in there as Bohan arriving. Left side, Tattern up to the left point. Now down the left side wall. Tattern to the corner, now back up to the hash marks. Left point, Daly stops. He'll feed up top, middle of the blue line. Bohan. Daly into the slot. Puck knocked away to the line. River Dragons push. They could have a 2-on-1. Moving in. Here's Ryan Hunter with Moore going to the net. Feeds it for Moore. Couldn't get a tip on it. Liskowitz made a right pad save. Duncan turns it over at center. River Dragons time ticking down to the power play chance here. Out of the box is Shinkarik. River Dragons catch Blue Ridge in a change. Here's Duncan in with a shot wide of the net. Blue Ridge recovers. And Columbus will try to reset its lines here. Already 2-0 Columbus. 9:15 to go in the first. Up the left side, here's Ivashkin trying to work his way in through the D. He is cut off. Shinkarik left it for Leighton. Leighton ahead. On to the right wing side. Moving in is Jemayev. In with a wrist shot. Save made Liskowitz. Puck to the glass. Around to the far wall. It's cleared to the line. Leighton back to center with it. Tried to feed it across in traffic. Turned over. Now Ivashkin pushed it in and sent the pass right behind his teammate out of the zone. Right back up is Jemayev. Left side. Into the high slot. Petrantonio tried to cut across to get to it. Kept in at the right point by Shinkarik. To Jemayev. Jemayev to Shinkarik. Shinkarik across to Jemayev. Off his boot. Left side to Doe. Doe to the left point. There's a shot coming in. Blocked in front. Ends up on the near side. Petrantonio fakes a turnaround. Into the corner. Doe ties up his man behind the net. Onto the far side. Blue Ridge having trouble getting the puck out. Columbus is going to go for the change here. They'll finally be able to break the zone. Both teams, in fact, changing it up. 8:15 to go in the first. 2-0 Columbus in the lead. It's been quiet for Owen Liskowitz in the Bobcats net since the second River Dragons goal. Hasn't had a whole heck of a lot to do, but the Bobcats have had a pair of power plays in there, to be fair. Now right at the line. Nice job stepping up there. Blockwell, but the puck continues on in. Fed up top, shot coming in. Lavalier save, big rebound, but that one is scooted on down the ice. It will not have enough gas or icing, and so Ernst has to come back for it. Stops behind the cage wick line, trying to force him, play it up the near side. Wolf waiting for it. They'll just fire it back down. That'll be an icing if it gets there. Nope, that one just dies in front of the goal line as well. Columbus breaks out up the left side, past to center is Wickline, weaving in now over to his right. In traffic, lost it. Cleared ahead. Columbus will intercept. They'll turn it back in. Right side, Bersani up after it. He'll arrive first in the corner. Behind the net, Bersani out the far side, tied up, still has a puck in his skates. Bulls his way free on the left wing. Into the corner, looking for a little bit of help. Down low, here's Kyle Moore. Moore on the left side. Tried to feed it into the high slot area. That went off a skate. Vlasov can't get it out, though. Moore stole it back. Here's Moore looking to backhand it in front. Puck towards Bersani. Couldn't get to it. And now he's got to head out of the zone. Bobcats will fire it ahead. Glove down. River Dragons turn it right back, though. Here's Moore moving in on the right side. McDonald going to the net. Moore slides it through off the heel of his skates. Back out to center. Boy, Columbus fans hollering for a penalty there. They did not get it. McDonald on the right side. Into the corner to Moore. Moore around the far side. Duncan down from the point. Slides it back behind the net. McDonald had it cleared away. And now it kicked off a stanch. Came right back down low. And now Ernst almost sent it right back into McDonald, but got it ahead to Daly. Daly out through center. He's pulled down by Petrantonio. They let that one go. Back in come the River Dragons. On the right side, Hunter left it off, but Petrantonio went the other way on him. Had to go back for it. Throws it to the far glass. Left point, Shinkarik. His shot pinballs off a shin pad. Back out the other way. Petrantonio digging for it. Gets there first. Feeds it ahead. Here's Jemayev. Pokes it ahead to himself into the right wing corner. Jemayev back up the rim. Right side, Shinkarik sends it back down. Jemayev into the corner. Doe looking in front. Petrantonio poked away by the goal stick of Liskowitz and cleared out by Blue Ridge. 5:33 to go in the first. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead. Here's Shinkarik. Up the middle. Shinkarik onto the right wing side. Carries in over the line. Shinkarik looking in front. Bouncing puck. Comes back to him. Shinkarik, shot, blocker, save Liskowitz. Puck dies in the far corner. Jemayev behind the net, Doe. Try to kick it up the wall, he's knocked down, and here's the first penalty against Blue Ridge. So Columbus going to the Loft power play for the first time. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for 2-for-1 cover only at the Loft. We'll take a break and come back with more. Columbus to the power play, leading at 2-0, 5:11 to go in the Chick-fil-A Midland first period on River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
All right, back here in River Dragons hockey. 2-0 Columbus in the lead. Tripping the call against Tatter, and he's in the box. Face-off coming up to the right of the Bobcats net. 5:11 to go here, and goals by Justin McDonald and Austin Doe have put the River Dragons in front, although the shots have now evened up at 8 apiece. And Blue Ridge had a couple of power plays, didn't capitalize. Well, let's see what the River Dragons can do. They put that second power play unit out, which was pretty good. 3 power play goals last weekend. Here's Hunter with a shot right off the faceoff. That is stopped, cleared to the line, off the mid of Hunter and out. And now Martin pushing for a shorthanded chance, but he's up by himself. And he gets rubbed down on the glass. Columbus will take the puck back. Columbus will move it back in and go to set up here. Right side, here's Shinkarik at the point, bottom of the near circle. Hunter up, Shinkarik one time. Same Liskowitz, no rebound. He will hang on. 4:36 to go in period number 1. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead. We'll go to our final media timeout of the period. 1:26 to go in the man advantage for Columbus. Back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Ice Spice?
Wait, who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
You're looking well.
I just needed something more refreshing, more crisp. I'm with Starry now.
This is intense.
He's so vulnerable.
But I love you. Please.
Aw, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Huh, Starry does taste better.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
And we are back once again. River Dragons on the power play. 4:36 to go in the first. 2-0 Columbus in the lead. Wickline in for the faceoff. One back to the right point. Here's Shinkarik. He'll swing it over to the left side. Cross ice feed looking for Hunter. Knocked down, but it got to him. Hunter up top. Shinkarik doesn't shoot. Back to Hunter. Top of the near circle. Down to the right side. Wickline on the half wall. Tried to force it in front. Deflected away. And Blue Ridge has a chance to move it out. And they will cough it up at center, though. Columbus finally applied some pressure there, a little late, but they got it there. Looks like the River Dragons will try one more rush here with this power play unit. Right side, Wickline will carry it in. Down the wall, Wickline feeds it around behind the net. On to the left side, Slahetka up top. Shinkarik keeps it in at the line. To the left half wall, Slahetka, Shinkarik, Slahetka. Feeds it around, and now Wickline cycles into the far dot. Down low, there's a chance in front. Jemayev couldn't get it to go. Ends up with Ryan Hunter on the right side. Hunter, right circle, there's a chance in front. Deflected away in the goal crease. Jemayev couldn't get a stick to it as it's cleared down the ice. 20 seconds ago on the man advantage. Lavalier has to come out and play it away. Swan will move it around to the near side. Underwood getting it across. Bockwell has to feed it back away from pressure. That's it for the power play. River Dragons will drop to 0 for 1. Here's Justin McDonald in on the right wing side. Ford will slap it away from him. Bobcats will regroup. Bockwell fighting for it at center. Swan tried to take it away, did. Gets it across to Kyle Moore. Moore pushing ahead on the right wing side, hooked up, fought through it, gets in, drags around one, but had it knocked away at the last moment. Now to the line, Underwood steps up. It didn't keep it in, but stopped Wolf from attacking. But now Blue Ridge continues on. Here's a chance on the wing, a backhand attempt. That was blocked nicely. Now a shot. Lavalier has to make a save on that one. Onto the right side, here's Moore. Moore at center. He'll just wedge that one in. Behind the net, and there's a big hit arriving. Duncan up on the forecheck. Left side, here's McDonald all the way up top of the line. Tried to force that one out through traffic, and it's cleared away to center. More on it there. Slahetka dumping it ahead. Columbus looking to get a change going here to reset its lines. 2:08 to go in the first. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead. Now here's Bersani trying to keep the puck in on a clearing attempt. He feeds Wickline. Wickline off-angle chance right off the mask of Liskowitz. He's okay. Puck down the ice. No icing here. Lavalier's got to come out, paddle it away up the far side to Duncan. Duncan had it hop over his stick. Tried to feed it for Slahetka, but now it's picked up behind the net. Twisting and turning back there is McHugh. But taken away from him and cleared to the line, not out. Big hit again on the wall by Bersani. There's your turnover, and up comes Columbus. In they come, left side, Wickline. Through his skates behind the net. Tried to dump it up top, came back to him. He centers this time. Storjahan, 3 whacks on the goal line, and the left pad of Liskowitz keeps it out. Shinkarik will feed it back around to the far side. Bersani, left wing corner tied up over there. 1:11 to go in the period. Attacking on the right wing, Doe has it flipped over his head onto the zone to center and punched right back in. Blue Ridge try the right side here. Martin will carry it in wide. Layton knocked it off his stick. Layton pressured, flips it up the glass, does get it away to center. Blue Ridge regrouping. They just stretch it quickly left side to Martin. Martin trying to walk in front. He'll hook it around behind the net. Far side corner. Sazanovitz lost it trying to hop away from a check. Puck deflects away and out to the right side. Here's Shinkarik. He'll dump it down the boards. That actually hit the linesman. Didn't go too far. Martin turned it right back out. Shinkarik at center with it. 20 seconds. Quick look at the clock for Layton. He'll get it back to Shinkarik. Right now, River Dragons just going D to D here. Shinkarik will move it ahead. 8 seconds to go. Little puck control here by Columbus. Dumped around into the left side corner. And that's where the puck will end the period, is in that left side, and that's it. 20 minutes in the books here. The River Dragons have a 2-0 lead over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. They scored a couple early. And then despite power plays on either side, we had no further scoring in that opening frame, but we did have some pretty good goaltending. And so Columbus here off to a good start. Appreciating where they're at. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from Jay Krupp, who's in his assistant coaching duties here tonight, but I caught up with him after practice this morning. And he and Alexander Jemayev have something pretty cool going on. Jay Krupp has been selected to Team USA and Jemayev to Team Canada to represent their respective countries at the Australian Cup coming up this summer, July of 2024, in Sydney, Australia. We'll have Krupe tell you a little bit more about that when we come back, so stay tuned. That is on the way, as well as a look back at the scoring wrap and the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. 20 minutes in the books, 2-0 River Dragons. Back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip-In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
Welcome back here in the SunSouth John Deere First Intermission Report. We're joined by Assistant Captain Jay Krupe. Krupe, thanks for joining us. Right now, coming into the weekend, this team needs 1 point to wrap up both the division and the FPHL title. Talk about the mindset of the club right now.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had to hit the reset button. I think everyone was a little bit on vacation mode, just thinking that win was just going to be handed to us, and, found out pretty quickly that's not how it works, especially this late in the year. Our mentality is to win every period and win every shift and go from there. But, if we stick to our systems and play the way we should get it done tonight.
Blue Ridge is a team that's been eliminated now from the postseason. We know the 4 in the division that'll be in, but a lot of times people say, hey, those teams have nothing to lose. Does that make them more dangerous?
No, definitely. Actually, early in my career, I was on a couple of those teams, and everyone over there is fighting for a job. And not only that, I know when I was playing on lower teams in the league, in the standings, so to speak, that, you were trying to, play well for them. It would be for Columbus to look at them for next year. And they're definitely going to bring everything they got, especially I feel like being Columbus, we got a target on our back, so we're going to get every team's best every night, especially here.
Let's talk a little bit about what you and Alexander Jemayeff are going to have the opportunity to do this summer. You guys are going to play in the Australian Cup. Tell us about that.
Yeah, and it's a best-of-5 series, U.S. versus Canada. It's out in Australia, obviously, but it's all about growing hockey and giving back to the community over there and kind of growing our sport. So Jammer got selected by Team Canada. I got selected by USA. It's an awesome accomplishment because, kind of very similar to Columbus, they're looking for guys that, can play hockey at a high level and then on top of that, give back to the community and be involved. And to be selected for that's a pretty big honor.
Now, I know that not everything is covered in this tournament. You are responsible for some of your own fees and all of that, and you guys have started a Kickstarter. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we started a GoFundMe and to help with travel expenses. We do get put up in a hotel over there, but and then we get, I think, 2 meals a day. But, for travel expenses and some groceries and things like that, we started a GoFundMe and I've never traveled outside, I guess, really Canada or U.S. So, it's a pricey ticket, though. It's a pricey plane ticket. And so all the money we raise is just going to travel expenses.
So someone who would go to, say, the GoFundMe page, what are they searching for to find that?
If you type in the Australian Cup, and it'll be organized by Jake Krupp.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, Kruppy, thanks for joining us. Best of luck and have fun this summer.
Thank you.
All right. We're back with more in a moment on the First Period Intermission Report.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this.
Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Let's go!
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Football time! Set the tone. Kyle, tie your shoes, tie your shoes. Yeah, good job. Woo! Yeah!
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
My dog Georgette was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
To me, as a goalie, it's a matter of how you are able to deal with the pressure, and if you don't crumble under the pressure, and you got to have a short memory.
The River Dragons Coaches Show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on 106.9 really rocks.
Hey sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Air Force Heating and Air, the official AC sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, is excited to offer you our special $79 tune-up. Call us today at 706-661-7242 or visit us at airforceheatingandair.com. That's airforceheatingandair.com. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air. License number PC0004272, EC0101216. It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com. All right, and we are back here in period number 1. First intermission brought to you by SunSouth John Deere Equipment for those that do. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We appreciate you being a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey. And right now, with 20 minutes in the books, Columbus with a 2-0 lead, as we will go back and take a look at your scoring wrap for that opening frame. And the first goal of the game, just 1:02 into it. You know, it's interesting because it was a very good opening shift for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. They came out and played extremely well for the first little bit. And then the River Dragons switched out the starting line over to the McDonald, Moore, and Hunter line. What happens? They promptly score. First rush up the ice, 1:02. Ryan Hunter finds Justin McDonald in the slot. He one-times it past the goaltender, Owen Liskowitz. And it's 1-0. River Dragons are off and running. Then a minute 45 seconds later, this time it would be Austin Doe. A pass in front by Cody Wickline goes off the skates of Doe. And as he's turning, trying to gain control of the puck, it deflects in between the legs of Liskowitz. The goal counts. It was not a kicking motion by any means. And it's 2-0 at that point. Well, both teams would have further chances to score in the period, but neither one of them could. And so for the River Dragons, really, I don't think a frustrating period, but maybe a couple of missed opportunities. Liskowitz did actually make 3 point-blank back-to-back-to-back saves on Ryan Hunter with a left pad right in tight. Kyle Moore had several chances in tight. It was actually a really, really good period as far as the offensive chances go. However, the River Dragons were unable to score again. There were some power plays. River Dragons 0 for 1 with the man advantage, 0 for 2 for the Bobcats. That's kind of how Blue Ridge got back into the shots on goal parade. They were down for a while, but then 2 straight minors against in the middle of that first period really kind of evened the momentum out for the remainder of the period. But the Bobcats go 0 for 2 with that man advantage, and they outshoot the River Dragons 12-9. Let's take a look, shall we, at the out-of-town scoreboard, because there's plenty to keep an eye on here tonight in and around not only the FPHL, but also the NHL and Major League Baseball. Men's college hoops back at it tomorrow night. Right now, it's a 1-1 tie in the second period between Danbury and Binghamton. Those two going at it head-to-head tonight. Elmira and Watertown up in Watertown, and it's 1-0 River Sharks after one period of play in that game. Those two teams down the stretch, every matchup is critical as they go head-to-head simply because they're fighting to see who's getting in and who's playing a little early golf this spring. Carolina and Mississippi are tied up at 1, and this one is about 12 minutes into the first period there at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum. And then coming up here, well, just in a couple of minutes, Port Huron is at the Baton Rouge Zydeco. That'll be getting underway in just a little bit. In the National Hockey League tonight, second period action. Flyers and Sabres are tied up at 1. Tage Thompson, his 28th. Noah Cates, his 5th. Capitals 2-0 up on the Hurricanes in the second. Ovechkin's got a pair, 28-29. Rangers 2, Red Wings 2, that's also in the second. 9 o'clock tonight, Avs are at the Oilers. 10 o'clock, Kraken at Ducks, and Golden Knights are at the Coyotes. Major League Baseball, finals from earlier today. The Tigers 5-4 winners over the Athletics. Cubs 9-7 over the Dodgers. Rockies with a walk-off grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, 10-7 over the Rays. 5-2 Orioles beat the Pirates. 3-2 Giants over the Padres. And the Blue Jays blanked the Yankees 3-0. Going on right now, bottom of the 6th, 1-1 Mets and Reds. Bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Phillies and Nationals. The Diamondbacks have a 3-2 lead over the Braves in the top of the 4th. Also in the top of the 4th, White Sox and Royals are tied at 1. Top of the 2nd, Mariners, Brewers scoreless, as are the Houston Astros and Texas Rangers. That one is just heading to the bottom of the 1st inning. And the late start tonight, Red Sox are at the Angels at 9:38 Eastern Time. All right, that's it for our first period intermission report, brought to you by SunSouth John Deere. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have second period action skating at 5 aside. Columbus with a 2-0 lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle with a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me? There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Back here on Columbus River Dragons Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, getting ready to start second period action. 2-0 Columbus leading after 20 minutes of play. Justin McDonald and Austin Doe are the goal scorers. Tonight's second period presented by WOW Internet, proud to sponsor the Columbus River Dragons this season. Team up with WOW for fast home internet for $30 a month. It's a good deal for good sports fans. Go Dragons! We'll skate at 5 aside as we start things out here for period number 2. River Dragons rolling right to left in front of our broadcast location. Don't forget, you can save big at River City Swing Sets, your local Gorilla Playsets authorized showroom, offering lifetime warranty swing sets and basketball goals, swings, slides, and more. Check out rivercityswingsets.com for the full lineup. Get your big save at River City Swing Sets with free installation on any swing set purchased by saying, Go River Dragons. All right, now, Liskowitz has not gotten back into his goal crease. And the referees are down there by the Bobcats net. Oh, they're bringing out the squeegee. Okay. Little extra water perhaps pooling there behind the net, it looks like. They're going to try to deal with that as best they can. Looking at the net down to the right, though, William Lavalier seems content. Doesn't seem to really be all that fussy about his current situation. They are going to bring the squeegee down to the other end. I will say this. I don't think Lavalier cares one way or the other, but let's see here. They're going to try to move a little bit up. There's a little bit of splashing, not much. They try to push that off towards the corners. Again, we'll skate 5 aside here. River Dragons are going to start off with Petrantonio, Doe, and Jemaeff up front. It'll be Shinkarik and Leighton on the points. This line started the game for Columbus, did not have a very good first shift. And as soon as they came off, the Hunter, Moore, and McDonald lines scored. But after that, this line, they did produce a goal. Austin Doe scored. But after that first shift, they have been much better ever since. And in fact, I think that might have lit a fire under them a little bit here. So we start things off with Blue Ridge controlling the draw as they did to start the first. They will dump it on into the Columbus end and try to go to work here, but they cough it up in the slot. And the River Dragons move it away, but not out. Martin kept it, only for a moment. Tipped back out and driven right back in by Blue Ridge. Right side, there's a shot by Andrioli, blocked away. Doe gets it ahead, and now here comes Columbus. In over the line, left side pass to Jemaeff. Jemaeff looking in front, and a save. Liskowitz rebound. Doe is stopped as well. And now Doe ran into the line, or the referee, trying to get to the puck, and it leads to a break the other way. Andrioli moving in, a shot. Lavalier, a left pad save, and he'll grab the rebound. Doe really, credit to Doe. First of all, great save by Lavalier. But second of all, credit to Doe because Doe kind of threw himself down so he didn't clean out the referee. As the ref was in the way, trying to go to the puck there, and that created a situation where the puck went the other way, and Andrioli had a breakaway. He was in behind the D. Lavalier made an awkward but important save. And now right off the faceoff, there's one whipped wide as Lavalier, again, reaching for that one. That shot was wide, though. Ends up at the left point, and now it's just pushed out. Moore just arrived at the point with a bump, and puck rolled out. Sent back in. McDonald will tee it up behind his own net here. 1:10 into the second period. Justin McDonald looks up that left side. Across to the right wing, Columbus will dump it in. Around it tumbles, behind the net, Moore over after it, around to the right point, kept in by Underwood. Backdoor feed, wanted McDonald too far ahead of him. They'll pick it up off the dasher. Cycles in onto the left wing side. Moore, they're going to move it around over there, looking for Hunter in the slot. Moore walked around the D, and he had his stick held, no call. Puck is cleared towards the line, and Ryan Hunter will steal it, move it out to center. Now he's knocked down, plays it to an open wing. Puck is dumped back in towards Lavalier, and he decides to collect it and hold it. Just kind of an awkward start to the second period here, not quite 2 minutes into it. Face-off will be to the right of Lavalier. Duncan and Slahetka out defensively. Bersani, Storjahan, and Wickline up front. Hugh Anderson scratched tonight. Jay Krupp is behind the bench. Assistant coaching duties tonight for him. As it's one back to the left point, Blue Ridge trying to set something up here. Bobcats just haven't had pressure consistently yet in the hockey game. There's a shot in, that's sticked away by Lavalier to the side of the net. Wolf on it, but had it knocked off his stick. Now cleared up the glass to the line and punched out. Storjahan tried to roll it ahead, but didn't quite get through to Wickline. Blue Ridge will regroup. 2:20 into the second. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead over the Bobcats. They'll try to go back across, and Tanner at center. Slaheka pushing for it, tried to turn it over. Ends up back with Duncan. He'll feed it on the right side as the River Dragons fans try to help their team out here. Now puck to the face there, and they blew that play dead. Charlton took that one right in the chops. He's over on the bench, and looks like he'll be all right. Face-off just outside the Blue Ridge blue line. 2-0 River Dragons. Shots 14-11 in favor of Columbus. Blue Ridge will win the draw. Look to move it to center. It bounces towards the Columbus line, moving into the right wing side. Here's a chance. Vlasov wraps it around in front, and diving out to cover is Lavalier. He'll hang on. Martin suggesting that he was held up on the way to the net. Face-off will be to the left of the Columbus goal. Face-off is won back by the River Dragons. Bounce right at the side of the net. Chance in front, sticked away by Lavalier. Tipped to the high slot. There's a shot blocked. That one went off the body of Shinkarik. Layton pressured, feeds it back towards Shinkarik. Shinkarik will try the far side again. Layton will pull it back down. Sends it around towards Austin Doe. Doe ahead to Jemaev. Jemaev in on the left wing side to the slot. Shinkarik cuts, falls in the left side corner, but gets it to the left point to Layton. Layton only man back, quick shot. Liskowitz makes a left pad save. Kept in for the right point. Columbus pushing down the wall here. Jemaev watching the pile. Doe in over there. And it's sent to the near side. Bobcats have a chance to move it out. They do make the pass to center. Vlasov gets it ahead. McHugh to the right side. Martin stretching for it in the corner. He's tied up by Shinkarik. Coming up on 4 minutes gone here in the second. 2-0 Columbus. And Columbus the other way. Fresh on the change. Here's McDonald. High slot Mort. Cutting to his right. Kyle Mort carries. Looking to center. Couldn't get it through to Hunter. It's cleared off the glass and out. Bockwell. Back the other way. Pass tipped on. And that one is stolen back by Wolf. He moves in left wing for Blue Ridge. There's a shot and a glove save, Lavalier. William Lavalier with another solidly confident glove save right there. Faceoff will come up to his right. His last outing is that 4-0 win in Port Huron. Probably the best goaltending performance we've seen out of any River Dragons goaltender this year. I thought he was beyond solid, at times spectacular. Kept them all out and did a very nice job with it. There's a long shot wide of the net. But boy, his lateral movement was just sharp in that game. And it's so tough to beat a goaltender who's quick left to right, especially when that's what you're trying to do is get him to move. And Lavalier had no problem tracking pucks. Here's McDonald up on the left side. He'll move it back in. Cross ice looking for Hunter. Tipped away from him. Knocked out past Moore at the point. Bockwell at center. Backing up. He'll fling it into the right side corner. Reversed around and waiting for it on the right side is McDonald. McDonald in towards the slot, but the pass is tied up. And now it's sent down the ice. Duncan racing back for it. Hooks it up to Wickline. Wickline turning on the left wing. Moving it in over the line. Cutting in the high slot. Cody Wickline's got room. Walks in. Wrist shot. Save. Liskowitz rebound in front. Oh, right in the goal crease. Cleared to the line. A bouncer. Kept in by Duncan. Duncan tried to force it across. It comes onto the left side to Slahedka. Slahedka, left wing. Bounced it too far for Swan, but Storjahan down to the right side. Storjahan forcing it in front to Swan. He scores. What a great pass. Storjahan right on the tape for Swan. Kept his stick on the ice. And taps it in past Liskowitz. It's 3-0 River Dragons. Sequoia Swan gets on the board here. 5:24 time of the goal. Swan's 5th of the season. Boy, what a great pass by Storjahan. Really took his time and just rifled it through there when he found the opening he wanted. And now Columbus, almost intercepting in the D zone again. Blue Ridge able to turn it back at least to center. Now they have to regroup once again in their own end. Here's Chattern in on the left side, waits. Feeds the slot, back on the right side, poked away. River Dragons trying to leave the zone. Wickline had his helmet knocked off. He's got to leave the play. He'll head to the bench. As the puck dumped the other way. Wickline trying to avoid collisions at center. He gets run into there, just trying to get to the bench. Meanwhile, an icing call gets us to a break 6 minutes into the second period. 3-0 River Dragons. We're back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
The energy for your dreams.
Six minutes gone here in the second period, presented by WOW Internet. Proud to sponsor the Columbus River Dragons this season. Team up with WOW for fast home internet for $30 per month. It's a good deal for good sports fans. Go Dragons! Face-off will come just outside the Columbus blue line. Here in period number 2. I always have to resist my urge to sound like Dr. Evil when I say number 2. But they have added an assist to Wickline on the Swan goal, so Wicks now has a pair of assists in tonight's game. They also added an assist to Hunter Bersani on the second goal back in period number 1. Leighton will push it ahead for Columbus, left side to Doe. He'll feed it towards the front of the net. That one goes on to the right wing side. Chance in front. That one angled off the leg of Ernst. He'll try to move it up the right side out to center, and that puck goes all the way back to the River Dragons' end. Leighton on it there. Over to Doe. Austin Doe pressured by Wolf into the corner. Jamath trying to help out. Charlton in that pile as well. Leighton out the far side. And now it's wedged up in the air. Petrantonio just flipping on out of there. Columbus going for a change here. And Blue Ridge showing the same puck deflected in right to Lavalier, and he sticks it away to the wall. Not out of the zone, however. Kept in Andriole on the left side. Martin behind the net. Shinkarik trying to take it away. Stolen back by Blue Ridge. Centering feed, they score. Vlasov right in front is able to put it through the wicket on Lavalier. Looked like he might have got a piece of it, but not enough. Blue Ridge is on the board, and it's 3-1. So Vlasov with the goal, 7:03, time of the marker. And for Vladislav Vlasov, that is his 16th goal of the season. Looks like McHugh will be picking up at least one assist on that one. But now let's see how the River Dragons bounce back here. There's a little bit of jawing going on, shall we say. Kyle Moore on the right side has actually backed his winger up right off the circle. Hunter on the left side trying to push that one in. It's cleared back down the ice. Columbus tried to regroup. Bockwell tips it out over the line. Hunter will bring it back into his own end. Underwood to Bockwell left side. Cross ice feed, and that one is picked off and backhanded in from there by Newberg. Columbus on the regroup. Bockwell right side, Underwood. Left wing, McDonald. Driving into the wall, feeds a high slot. Here's a chance for more. Blocked by the defense. McHugh pulls it out on the far side. Blue Ridge the other way. Hunter able to dislodge that puck. It drifts free into the Columbus end. And cleared back. McDonald knocked it down with a high stick, but play continues, and now it's flipped right back into the Columbus end. Bockwell getting it onto the right side. There's a stretch at center. It was deflected down, no icing. Ernst trying to get away from McDonald behind his own net. Out the far side, cleared ahead, glove down, and turned right back by Columbus, but Blue Ridge able to wheel away with it. Ivanov feeding it back. And Blue Ridge behind its own net. Ivanov in the near corner has to contend with a forecheck here of Cody Wickline. Wickline trying to force Ernst one way or the other. Back around to the right side. Ivanov out to center. Tip down there from Andrioli. No icing, and so Lavaliere will tee it up for Slahetka. Slahetka up the left side. Looking ahead, missed everybody. That's icing. Well, somehow they waved it off. Andrioli going back for it. Andrioli pulled down by Storjahan. Andrioli coughs it up now side of the net. Fed towards the front of the goal, but that one is picked away. Blue Ridge able to clear the zone. Sazanovitz getting it up the left wing side. Nice job by Slaheka. Took the angle on Martin and just took it away. Puck on the near side of the River Dragons end to Duncan. Duncan trying to tip it ahead. It bounces over. Storjahan ahead. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Right side. Looking in front. A chance there. Gets right in on goal. Liskowitz will just hold it. Says that's enough of this nonsense. Bersani did a nice job to feed that puck in from the right wing side, especially on the backhand. But he did get it through. It deflected off a Blue Ridge defender, and that allowed the Blue Ridge netminder to flop that big old mid over it and hang on. 45 seconds shy of the halfway mark here in period number 2. You know, we did not give you tonight's referee introductions, brought to you by the Optical Shop in Phoenix City, where right now for just $99 and a bag of chips, you can get 2 pair of eyeglasses. You should see the game they're missing. We'll get to that in just a moment here as that puck finds the glass and goes out of play, and that's the perfect moment for me to tell you. Your referees tonight, number 64, Ken Radolinski, number 73, Phil Roosler. Your linesman, number 80, Gary Glassman, and number 75, Alex Cole. Face-off will be back once again to the right of the Blue Ridge goal. Jemayev in for the face-off. Ends up in the corner. Bobcats trying to clear, but it hit Petrantonio. He'll send it back behind the net to Doe. Doe out the near side. Tied up. Jemayev trying to help him out. Doe taps it on Petrantonio near half boards. Sends it in front. Bouncing puck to Doe. And boy, he just had his stick tied up at the last moment. Blue Ridge able to clear that puck out of danger. Vashkin couldn't hold on to it. Turned right back at center. Jemayev will swing it around the glass. It kicks right into the slot area. Doe couldn't catch up with it. It's hooked down the ice. This will be an icing call against Blue Ridge. Shinkarik back for the touch. 9:56 into period number 2. 3-1 River Dragons in the lead. Columbus seeking the single point that will wrap things up tonight. And not only wrap up the Continental Division, but it will also wrap up the FPHL title. Draw to the right of the Bobcats goal. Here's McDonald in the circle between Moore and Hunter. He wins it back. He won it back right between the D. Solid draw win. It goes all the way down the ice, but Columbus just couldn't maintain the possession. That allows the Bobcats the change they were looking for. Here's Underwood. Left side to Bockwell on the breakout. Too far for Hunter on the pass. Turn right back to Wolf, but he lost the handle. Wolf has to drive it in. Lavaliere will stop it behind the net. A little clunky on the exchange there, but gets the job done. Puck is knocked up the slot. Moore to center. Hunter, left wing. Ryan Hunter in over the line. Hunter tried to put it down the wall. Couldn't get it too far. Sent right back the other way. And again, an icing call coming up here against Blue Ridge. 9:19 to go in the second. 3-1 River Dragons in the lead. We'll take a break. Come back with the war in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow.
just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle at your neighborhood Tim's.
All right, 9:19 to go here in the second. 3-1 River Dragons leading the Bobcats. Tom Callahan here with you. These same two teams back at it again tomorrow night. And as a matter of fact, it's Legends Weekend. Tonight we're saluting the Chattahoochee and Columbus baseball heroes. Tomorrow night, River Dragons and Cottonmouths alumni playing a game 4:30. 3:30 doors will open. 4:30 puck drop for the Legends game. Those jerseys along with the Chattahoochee jerseys will be up on Dash. You want to check out those Dash auctions, text the word Dash to 66866. That's 66866. Download the Dash app today. And keep in mind that the River Dragons, your ticket to tomorrow's game gets you in to see that Legends game. We hope you can make it down. Last year was a pretty well-attended affair, don't mind telling you. There was some fun, and I don't know, sometimes I think there's a play fight, and then all of a sudden it turns into a real fight. Maybe there's some old scores to settle. River Dragons trying to push back in here. A feed for McDonald never made it to him. And now back comes Blue Ridge pushing in, and now a break in on goal, but there's a hooking call coming up here against the River Dragons. And, well, no, they're going to call it slashing, but boy, McHugh turned on the Jets at center, cut right past the D. And Columbus ends up taking the slashing call. That's Underwood into the box. As he heads into the Abercrombie Bonding penalty box at 11:23 of period number 2. Bobcats 0 for 2 on the power play against the league's top penalty kill. Face-off will be to the left of Lavalier. It is a 3-1 hockey game. Good chance, though, for Blue Ridge to really kind of get that momentum back, feel like they're in it here. They have the most recent goal of the game, and they'll start with control here off the face-off. Ivashkin puts it into the slot, now gets it back on the right side. Cross ice feed, there's a shot coming to his right. Lavalier, the save, and he hangs on. Nice stop on Andrioli. Gets a little bit of an extra love tap there, heading onto the pile. Face off again to the right of Lavalier. I'll tell you what, even in a power play situation, as the River Dragons can't clear Ivashkin with a shot, blocked away in front by traffic, but so it makes Lavalier such a good goaltender. Again, his lateral speed and quickness. And now it's picked off at center and a breakaway for Swan. Swan moving in on goal, shorthanded, shoots! And that one sent high to the glass. It looked to me like he had his stick checked at the last moment, trying to get the shot off there. Bersani had his stick taken away by one of the Blue Ridge players as he let go, but another chance ahead again. Here comes Swan. Left side up the wing, hooks it into the high slot. A shot save made, rebound. Oh, Bersani shoved it just wide. Now Bersani tangled in the corner with Wolf. They both go down to the ice. Boy, Blue Ridge almost gave up a shorty twice in a row. Minute to go in the power play for Blue Ridge. Boy, they might want to decline the next one. 7.5 to go in the second. 3-1 River Dragons. And Blue Ridge is just going to wait it out here to get the line change. And now they'll move it ahead. Some excitement here shorthanded. River Dragons set up defensively as Martin wheels it in all the way behind the net. Shinkarik knocked it away. Petrantonio on the far side tried to push free. Back to Martin in the left wing corner. In the slot, a shot, and the save, Lavalier. as he takes it away from Daly. William Lavalier, solid, good position, right there where he needed to be to make that save. Draw will come to his right. 27 seconds to go on the man advantage. Puck pushed in front. Lavalier paddle down, save with a rebound, cleared out. Liskowitz will come out and leave it at the side of the net. Blue Ridge, one more rush. 10 seconds in the man advantage. They tried to turn it back, almost turned it into a breakaway. Back the other way, Blue Ridge on the right side for Columbus, I might add. And now Layton intercepts. He clears into the Blue Ridge bench just as the penalty time expires and Underwood comes out of the box. So back to even strength for Columbus. 3 for 3 with the penalty kill here tonight. 3-1 River Dragons in the lead. 6:36 to go in the second period. Shots are 22-16 in favor of Columbus. Newberg in for the draw, wins it away from Jemayev. Puck to the right point, Ernst with a shot. Right pad save, Lavalier. Tipped ahead, finds Storjahan at center as Columbus attacks on the right wing. He'll flip it in, around it goes, behind the net. Jemayev into the left wing corner. Cleared up the boards, not out the wick line there. Storjahan in a pile. Ivashkin clears to the line. Bach will holding it in. His shot deflected on the way through, ends up once again behind the goal. Storjahan curling in the corner, lost it in the referee's skates. Pushed it back towards wick line. Storjahan up the near side wall into the slot. Blockwell steps down for the left point behind the net, leaving it on the near side. Jemayev in front, had it poked away. Puck not out of danger yet, though. Wick line behind the net. Jemayev off his skate, couldn't control it. Jammed off the boards and a bouncer down the ice. So they wave off icing here. Lavalier will leave it there for Underwood. Underwood skips it back up the right side, just on the change. McDonald, did he get a tap to it? He did, no icing. Blue Ridge back on the right side. They'll clear it ahead through center. That one deflected down. Also no icing going the other way. Here comes Columbus. McDonald at center. Rubbed out by the D. Puck to the line and back over. McHugh gloving it down for himself, but Slahetka pushed it right back in. But the play is offside. Columbus had to wait. Slahetka getting back all the way into his own zone. Took it away from Tattern, and Blue Ridge is offside. They elect to just go for a change. Now Columbus ahead. Here's Moore into the right wing. Kyle Moore curls back up top at the line. Jams it off the boards. In behind the net to Ryan Hunter. Hunter trying to win a stick battle back there. Feeds it up towards the left point. Dunk it to the front of the net. Liskowitz boots it away to the corner. McDonald left side into the slot. That one is tipped away, and now Andrioli will get to center for Blue Ridge. Onto the right wing side. Andrioli moving it ahead, but tipped away from Martin, and now quickly back left side. Here's Hunter. McDonald trailing. Hunter waiting, looking, pressured, lost the puck. Fed behind the net, but McDonald there waiting for it. McDonald feeds it up top. There's a wrist shot, deflects away to the near side. Ends up with Moore cross ice. McDonald a one-time, and to his left, Liskowitz the save. Now the rebound, McDonald steals it back. McDonald on the right half wall. To the left side, Duncan. Duncan flips it in, and the save made there. Puck ends up in the corner. Boy, Columbus is still buzzing here, and now the clear goes off Hunter and stays into the right wing side. Ryan Hunter. Puck in his skates. Still not out. Good battle there to the line, not out. Now it's pushed out, and Petrantonio will come back for it. Duncan quickly ahead into space, tipped on. Jemayev ran into his man, did get the puck in, but it's turned right back out. 3:42 to go in the second, 3-1 Columbus. Petrantonio puck in his skates, gets it across. And now here's Doe, left side, feeds it right across the front of the net. Duncan couldn't get his stick to it. Turned away from Jemayev out to center. Layton will back up with it. He'll go all the way in behind his own net. Stop there. And now Layton skating it ahead. Left side finds Jemayev. In over the line. Here's Jemayev into the slot. Doe back across. Backhand. Oh, Layton stopped by the left pad there. Liskowitz got the leg out. And now in the slot Ivashkin's knocked down by Jamaev. Puck not out. Petrantonio flips it for Jamaev. Has to chase the bouncer to the left half wall. Scoots it around behind the net. Doe waiting for it there. Trying to get it back towards Petrantonio. It's tied up in a pile now. Still in the skates. Pulled free. Ends up with Ivashkin on the near side. And Ivashkin will skate it to center. Hooks it onto the right wing side. There's a chance. Just deflected wide. Might have gone off the shaft of Shinkarik's stick. Back around it goes. Here's Carter Shinkarik. Right wing feed. That pass ahead. Off a skate. Tipped down into the Blue Ridge end. Fed behind the net. Bersani up there on the forecheck. Right side in the corner. Wick line arriving as well. Wolf trying to kick that free. Ivanov tying up Bersani. Puck in a pile over there. Still not going anywhere. The ruck and maul forms. Shinkarik feeds it up top. Bockwell chasing to the left point. The D pairs are a little askew right now as it's cleared ahead. And now Tattern chasing into the corner with Shinkarik. A pair of 91s lock up on the right side. Flip free to the far wall. Here's Bersani up the right wing. River Dragons break the zone. Shinkarik jumps into the rush. Left side will carry it in. Moving in. Shinkarik trying to go through the legs and had it poked away. Back the other way, Blue Ridge. And they are way offside. That'll get us to our final break of the period. 1:37 to go in the second. 3-1 River Dragons. Hold on. We got some pushing and shoving in behind the Columbus net. And, well, we're going to have penalties out of this. We'll tell you about it when we come back. 1:37 to go in the second. 3-1 River Dragons. Back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow.
37 to go in the second. Before we give you the penalties, we do need to take a break. 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
You're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKCN HD2 Fort Moore, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
Want to say we appreciate our radio listeners on 106.9 Rocks, Columbus's real rock station. And you can listen online through the PMB Broadcasting homepage. If you're driving around, maybe you're not in the area, maybe you're out of the local listening area, and you want to drive somewhere, you can't watch the game on YouTube, you can listen live through the radio station's stream as well. Just look for 106.9 Really Rocks, Columbus, Georgia. And, of course, the PMB broadcast page is the page you want to go to. That is the official streaming site of our flagship radio station. All right, 2 minutes for Wolf and Bockwell. So they both pick up 2 for roughing, and will skate 4-on-4 at least for the remainder of the period. River Dragons attack. Left sider's Duncan. He'll bounce it into the right wing corner. McDonald over there. He's out with Petrantonio. A little bit of a different pairing here in this 4-on-4 situation. McDonald chasing it behind the net. Blue Ridge trying to move it out. Up the left side. They are able to at least break the zone. Right sider's Martin in over the line, looking in front. His shot was blocked, and now there's a lead for McDonald, but Martin cut the pass off as Duncan tried to slide it through there. 52 seconds ago in the period. Columbus on the regroup once again. Here's Slahetka. Slahetka will skate it ahead. In over the line. Slahetka cutting to the right side. Petrantonio off his skate on the wall, and he's pushed off the puck there. Blue Ridge moving it back the other way. 35 seconds in the period. Nice job by Slahetka to get back defensively there. as he stopped that play and now got it out to center. McDonald able to cut the pass off, tried to feed it back across. McDonald battling on the wall there, and it scoots away from him to center. Pushed back the other way, Duncan kicked it away from his man. Knocked him down to the ice, and now it ends up back with Slahetka, who has Storjahan there. 7 seconds to go. Try to feed it ahead too far for Jamath. They say no icing. Liskowitz has to play it away around to the near side. Left winger Storjahan, and he'll run out of time. So 23 seconds in the coincidental roughing minors. That'll carry us into the third period. But it's 3-1 River Dragons through 40 minutes of play now. And we head on into our second period intermission report, brought to you by Shredaway. On the other side of this break, we've got a scoring wrap coming up for you, plus a check of that out-of-town scoreboard. We may have some answers here before this game is done tonight as far as playoff seeding for a lot of different matchups, so stay tuned. We'll explain all that and more when we come back. 40 minutes in, 3-1 Columbus. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle with a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle.
Dum-dum-dum. Get low, get low, get low. 369, ooh, she fine. Hoping she can sing it to me one more time. Get low, get low, get low, get low.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
Period number 2, the intermission report brought to you by Shredaway. 40 minutes into it, River Dragons. Oh, we didn't really do much in that second period because it was 2-0 going into it. It's 3-1 coming out of it. The lead remains at 2, but I'll tell you what, the River Dragons will certainly take that. There is 23 seconds of 4-on-4 time remaining here once we come out for period number 3. But we've had all the chuck-a-pucks tossed out there. Now we've got some T-shirt tossing going on as well here. And you know what? Just having a fun time tonight. A lot of the interns in their Chattahoots gear and paying tribute to the Columbus Chattahoots and the legends of baseball that all played here in the Chattahoochee Valley, and they're tossing some hats out right now to folks, some shirts. And, whoops, Scorch just got a hat put on. That was kind of fun. And I don't think Scorch knows there was a hat. Okay, nope. Scorch had no idea because the hat has disappeared. It's always a lot of fun here with Columbus River Dragons hockey. Always a good time. And especially the Chuck-a-Puck. And the prize is given out, and there's just a lot of fun things happening. Now, a reminder, tomorrow it is Legends Weekend. We do have the Legends game. Doors open at 3:30. Puck drop, well, introductions start at 4:30. So puck drop will be after the introductions of the legends of not only River Dragons hockey, but also Cottonmouths hockey. And there have been several championship teams for the Columbus Cottonmouths, various levels, various leagues, and all of that will be celebrated tomorrow. I know a lot of folks look forward to Legends Weekend. The jerseys that the guys are wearing will be up for auction on Dash as well. Keep that in mind. If you're interested in those jerseys, you're going to want to text the word DASH to 66866 and download the app. 66866, text the word DASH. Set up your profile, and when you do, select Columbus Sports as your favorite, and we'll keep you in the loop on all things River Dragons. Auctions as they're happening. We'll remind you to put your bids in on things you are currently bidding on. We'll let you know when your favorites are going to end, when they're going to start. Set notifications, all kinds of fun stuff. Again, that's through the Dash app. So, Columbus, let's go to the scoring wrap here, up 3-1 after 2 periods of play. 2-0 after 1. Columbus did jump out to a 3-0 lead at 5:24. Sequoia Swan, his 5th of the year from Storjahan, and Wickline as the pass forced through to the front of the net. Nice job by Storjahan to be very patient there, wait for his opening, and put it right on the tape. Swan just deflects it home, past the goaltender at 5:24, and it's 3-0 Columbus. But the Blue Ridge Bobcats did finally get on the board. Vlasov with the goal, his 16th from McHugh at 7:03. As Vlasov right in front, able to put the puck away on a quick feed out in front from behind the net by McHugh. And that's where we ended the period. Shots on goal in that frame, 14-7 in favor of the River Dragons. And the power plays, Bobcats are 0 for 1, and the River Dragons did not see a power play in that period. And again, 23 seconds of 4-on-4 time when we come back for the third. So we'll take another break here in the Shredaway second period intermission report. When we come back, we'll have that out-of-town scoreboard update for you. And plus, we're going to talk a little bit about playoff tickets, playoff seating, because that's going to tie in with our scoreboard watching here tonight, so stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. 3-1 after 2. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Ice Spice?
Wait, who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
You're looking well.
I just needed something more refreshing, more crisp. I'm with Starry now.
This is intense.
He's so vulnerable. But I love you. Please.
Aw, buddy, it'll be okay. Or not.
Huh, Starry does taste better.
My dog, Georgette, was diagnosed with cancer. After her treatment, we would pass Chick-fil-A. I started seeing Mr. Bryan often. She would get her little treat of whipped cream.
We recognize each other, Georgette and I do. That particular day, Elaine pulls up. She said, Georgette is cancer-free.
I came around the corner with Georgette in my car, saw all the employees out there just like clapping and cheering. I started getting really emotional because I was just like, that's so nice.
We love all our customers that come through. This one just happens to have 4 legs. Congratulations, Georgette.
Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino. We're open 24/7, so come on in for non-stop gaming action. You'll find the latest, hottest, most exciting games around, and you'll love the fun bonuses and big jackpots. Plus, you can watch and wager on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. Your best bet for big wins is just minutes away at Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too. Victoryland Casino, located off I-85 exit 22 in Shorter, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
we are back here in the Shredaway second period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you as we are currently having a little Zamboni wrangling out there on the ice, which is always a good thing because it's actually out there and it's doing its thing as it spins around. 23 seconds of 4-on-4 time when we come back for period number 3. The River Dragons trying to close out tonight with a point. They only need a point. It'd be nice to get 3 in regulation. But with 1 point, the River Dragons close out the Continental Division. They close out the FPHL League title, which ensures them home ice all the way through to the Commissioner's Cup final, should they happen to make it that far. And that's important. If you don't think it's important, look at last year's playoff series. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think the road team won any series last year. Danbury and Binghamton both won their series. Then Danbury beat Binghamton. And River Dragons beat Motor City, then faced Carolina. Carolina lost game 1 here in this building, but then Columbus went and lost twice in Carolina. Carolina goes on to win twice to open a best-of-5 championship series against Danbury. Then they go home and the Hat-Tricks win 3 in a row and claim the Commissioner's Cup last year. So if you don't think home ice is important, I beg to differ. All right, the out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. And tonight in the FPHL, the Binghamton Black Bears have pulled out in front of the Danbury Hat-Tricks 2-1. And that one's got about 5 minutes to go in the third period, so coming down to the wire. The Elmira River Sharks all over Watertown tonight, 6-1. That game late in the second period right now as Elmira just showing that they want it. They, for a while it looked like Watertown was going to be the team to catch and overtake the Elmira River Sharks, but now Elmira's pushing back in a key head-to-head matchup. Boy, there's a lot at stake, and Elmira is winning that game big time. And the Mississippi Coast Coliseum 5-1 Carolina Thunderbirds. That's about halfway through the second period of that game. And that would also ensure, if Mississippi doesn't pick up any points tonight, that they are definitely in fourth, can't catch Port Huron, and that would seal a River Dragons first-round appearance against the Mississippi Seawolves. And to the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, it's 1-0 Port Huron, and that game's about to head into the second period of play. In the NHL tonight, the Buffalo Sabres have a 4-2 lead over the Philadelphia Flyers late in the third period there. Caps up 2-1 on the Hurricanes. Ovechkin's got both for the Caps. Rangers and Red Wings are tied up at 3 halfway through the third. Just underway in the first period, Corey Perry's got his 11th for the Edmonton Oilers, and they lead the Avalanche 1-0. 10 o'clock tonight, you've got the Kraken at the Ducks and the Golden Knights at the Coyotes. Major League Baseball finals from earlier today. Blue Jays 3-0 shut out the Yankees to pick up the victory there. Tigers 5-4 over the Athletics. Cubs 9-7 over the Dodgers. Rockies walk-off grand slam, win it over the Rays 10-7. How about Tampa Bay was trailing 6-2 heading into the ninth. Scored 5 in the top of the ninth. Took a 7-6 lead. And then the Rockies, how about they just little grand salami to walk it off there. 10-7. 5-2 Orioles beat the Pirates tonight. Giants 3-2 over the Padres. Games going on right now. Top 9, Phillies 4-0 over the Nationals. Bottom of the 8th, Mets 3-1 over the Reds. Bottom of the 7th, White Sox and Royals are tied up at 1. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Diamondbacks have pulled out in front of the Braves 5-2. Top of the 6th inning, Brewers 3-0 over the Mariners. Bottom of the 4th, Texas Rangers 5-0 over the Houston Astros. And then you've got at 9:38 first pitch, Red Sox are at the Angels tonight. And that's it for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. And the Zamboni continuing to circle out there. Going to be a few minutes till they get back out there, and we get some hockey back underway here. All right, so off of that out-of-town, if things continue, here's what will happen tonight. So if Mississippi loses and or Port Huron wins, both have a very good chance of happening, and Columbus picks up at least 1 point, that will lock up the seeding in the Continental Division. The River Dragons would win the Continental Division and the FPHL title. They would have home ice through the playoffs. Carolina, second. Port Huron, third. Mississippi, fourth. Your first round matchup would be Columbus against Mississippi, Carolina against Port Huron. In the Empire Division, nothing can be settled tonight as far as seeding. Outside of Binghamton is first. They've already secured the division. Danbury is trying to catch Motor City. And Motor City is the one team in the league not playing tonight. So right now trailing late. That's a big game for the hat tricks against Binghamton. And now that's creeping up on 2 minutes to go, and it's still 2-1 Black Bears. Elmira in front of Watertown 6-1 at the end of 2. If that score holds, what would then happen is that Elmira would pull 6 points in front of Watertown. Watertown would still have a game in hand, but really that gives the power to Elmira down the stretch here. And I mean, as of right now, this is one of 4 games Elmira has left and one of 5 that Watertown has left. So there's not a whole lot of time for these teams to try to get things done. And while that doesn't lock anything up, it doesn't make it impossible for Watertown. Just kind of taking a look ahead at the schedule for the Wolves. Down the stretch for Watertown here. So they have Elmira tonight and tomorrow, but then they have Binghamton. They do finish with 2 against Blue Ridge. Now those are on the road. So that's an interesting close to the regular season for Watertown. Elmira, meanwhile, has these 2 against Watertown, but then finishes with Danbury and Binghamton, and all 4 of these games are on the road. So if the River Sharks are going to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to play tough away from home. That's kind of interesting coming down the stretch here. Meanwhile, looking at that Danbury Motor City possibility, Motor City's only got 2 games left. They actually don't play this weekend at all. Motor City plays next weekend, a home-and-home with Port Huron. That's all they have left. Danbury, meanwhile, has 4 games left, trailed by 5 points. 3 of those games are against Binghamton, though. Danbury, Binghamton, 3 out of 4 coming down the stretch. So if Danbury wants home ice and to beat the Motor City Rockers, they've got their work cut out for them. So we'll see if they're going to be capable of doing that. But we'll keep an eye on the scoreboard. Plenty of plots, and they are very thick. All right. That's it for the second period intermission, brought to you by Shredaway. When we come back, it's time for third period action. 3-1 River Dragons on top. 23 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey remaining when we return. Stay with us. There's more hockey coming your way. 3-1 River Dragons. They lead the Blue Ridge Bobcats after 2. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing.
Wow. What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low.
Zelmo. But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo, Zelmo, Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo, Zelmo, Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work?
Me? There's only one way to settle this.
Where'd he come from?
I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Both teams have returned to the ice, and it's time for the third period, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. 23 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey awaits us to start things off here in a fresh sheet of ice. River Dragons rolling left to right in front of our broadcast location, and let's see who they're going to start out with here. It's Bockwell in the box for Columbus, Wolf in for Blue Ridge. So it's Jemayeff and Doe out up front, Petrantonio and Underwood. So Bockwell, when he comes out of the box in 23 seconds, will stay out on the ice and just go out there with Underwood. Petrantonio is going to fill in on defense until then. And now Wolf gets something from over on the bench, not quite sure what, maybe instructions. Face-off coming up at center, and Columbus will control. Underwood will feed it back across. Petrantonio on it. He'll move it ahead to Doe. Loops back inside his own line to gather some speed. Here's Austin Doe up the right side. Fights through a check. Moves it in over the line, but offside whistled just 8 seconds in. So Andrioli is going to face off across from Jemayeff. Underwood will feed it across. Petrantonio pushes in left side. 10 seconds of the 4-on-4. Bounce it in front. Liskowitz will stick it away to the corner. Puck up the wall. Stolen back by Jemayeff in the slot. Wrist shot. And that's tipped to the far side. Jemayeff on his own rebound. Feeds to Doe. Doe pressured. Run into there. And kind of got sandwiched off the puck as Wolf sends it around the rim. Lavalier out to trap it behind the net. He has to play it back to the far side. Gave it up. And now back after it, Bockwell behind the net. Feeds it out the far side. And now here comes Columbus. They'll dump it in. A bouncer in on goal, and Liskowitz will play it aside. There's no pressure there because everybody was changing it up in a red jersey. Now the puck scooted ahead by 4. That'll be icing. I don't think that was anywhere near its intended target. I kind of wonder if that puck might have hopped on him as he went to go make that pass. River Dragons will take the draw to the right of the Bobcats goal. McDonald out for the face-off with Moore and Hunter on his wings. Shinkarik and Layton on the points. McDonald's going to try to win it back towards Shinkarik. Instead, it's pulled back by the Bobcats. Sent around the rim, down for the right point. Layton crashing to keep it in. McDonald up top of it, gets it across. Now there's a shot from the wing, rattled wide, around it goes. Layton up top has to feed it back into the corner. Kyle Moore on the right side, looking to cycle that one to the front of the net, and Shinkarik had the stick chopped, couldn't get a shot away. Puck drifts all the way back down, and Layton will feed it back up the near side. Tipped down, but from behind center by Hunter, so that's an icing call. No, they wave it off. Boy, everybody kind of stopped moving there for a minute. Feed ahead at center is contested by the River Dragons. Ends up with Ryan Hunter right side to Moore. Moore runs into a check on the near side glass. Gets it down low, though. Bersani pursuing. Down for the left point. Now it's kept in by the River Dragons. Duncan feeds it around to the right wing. Moore still out there. Gets it back around to the left wing corner. Now a centering attempt up top. Bersani has to carry it into the corner. There's an off-angle chance. Ripped right across the goal mouth and out up the right point. And to center, Slahetka will move it back in. Both teams finishing their change. Slahetka in front, looking for a tip for Bersani. Bouncing puck up in the air. Liskowitz save. Rebound in front. Wolf trying to skate it out of danger. And now he'll send it off the dasher and chase it down. A rolling puck. Slahetka gets there first. Took a stick up high. And that's going to draw the first power play of the period for Columbus. Wolf complaining about it. Slahetka goes over to show the referees. I don't know if this is going to be 2 or more. Let's see what they say. Slahetka still talking to the ref at center. He's talking a little bit about how the came up. But I don't know. They're discussing it. Slahetka. Both referees taking a look at him. Let's see. What do we get? Whatever it is, Wolf's not going to be happy with it, I can tell you that much. It's 4 minutes. .226, time of the double minor penalty. River Dragons onto their second The Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at The Loft. Columbus trying to go to work. Storjahan on the right side, battling for it in the corner. Moore trying to pull it out of the pile. Kyle Moore up top with it. All the way across the blue line, he'll leave it off. Petrantonio, Doe, middle of the blue line, top of the near circle, McDonald. McDonald, wrist shot, save made. Oh, puck in the pads. Liskowitz was looking for it behind him. Storjahan poked at it, and that draws a pile. Moore was knocked down in behind there. McDonald is upset. It has gone final. Binghamton beats Danbury tonight. .335 to go in the double minor for high sticking. McDonald just looking all kinds of sour right now. Just glaring at anybody he can get to make eye contact with him. Face-off will come back outside. Petrantonio taking this draw here, winning it back. Columbus on it. They'll move it in right side here. Storjahan feeds across ice. Moore. Petrantonio left point, middle of the blue line, Doe. Petrantonio, top of the far circle, middle of the blue line, Doe. Near circle, McDonald one time, that one blocked. Fed back to him, cross ice, Petrantonio, up top, Doe. Petrantonio, backdoor feed, Storjahan just couldn't get the handle. Up top, Doe, high slot, wrist shot, just missed on the stick side, Petrantonio. Doe, left point, right side, McDonald. McDonald flips it into the right corner, into the slot area, kicked away to the right point, McDonald. Middle of the blue, Doe, near dot, into the slot. More shot, save made, rebound. McDonald on it. Far side, Petrantonio doesn't shoot. Try to force it in front, blocked to the corner. 2:44 to go in the double minor. McDonald up top. Left side, into the corner. Moore, they'll rotate it around. Moore to the high slot, Doe, bottom of the circle, far dot, Petrantonio. Petrantonio to Doe. Doe's got some room, walks in, wrist shot, save made with a left pad there on a deflection, and it's cleared out. Columbus will change up the power play unit here. And now quickly moved ahead, Lavalier. McDonald was calling for it. He steps back into the right side. McDonald takes the stretch, back in, sets it up. He'll leave it up top, Shinkarik. And head off. Shinkarik walks onto the left side. He'll walk down, now back up to the left point. Leave it on the left half wall. But get it back. Shinkarik onto the right side to the dot. Hunter into the right side corner. Cycling, Jemayev will switch with Hunter, leave it to him. Hunter, right side. His shot blocked up top. Jemayev has a lane, lets it go, blocked. Came back up top, backhanded down the ice. Into the second half of the double minor. Power play chance number 3 now. 1:39 and counting. 3-1 River Dragons approaching 5 minutes into the third. Columbus moves it back in. Right side. Fed too far for Wickline. Wickline on the right wing. Tied up on the wall. Hunter. And Rioli. Puck pulled out. Right point Shinkarik. Shinkarik. Over the left side Slahetka. Shinkarik. Pile in front. Shot save Liskowitz. Rebound to the far side. Slaheka on it. Into the corner to Wickline. Wickline tries to slide out of a check. Up the wall with it. Cody Wickline. Gets it across to Hunter. Hunter. Shinkarik. Far side. Feeds it down low. Looking to move it in front. A lot of traffic in front of the net. Here's Shinkarik. He'll let it go. And that one is wide. Had a rolling puck. Hunter. Right side. Jemayev. Hunter walking in front. Trying to feed it through. It was blocked and cleared down the ice. Oh, you kind of wish Ryan Hunter had shot that puck. 44 seconds to go in the power play. 3-1 River Dragons. Now another change for Columbus and leading it up the right wing side. Storjahan feeds into the slot, but too far for McDonald. Turn the other way. 28 seconds to go on the man advantage. This would be a huge kill for Blue Ridge. Right side. Storjahan into the slot, and that one was behind McDonald. Cleared down the ice again. Lavalier will leave it for Petrantonio. 12 seconds to go. Storjahan quickly ahead at center. Doe has to leave it back. Petrantonio ahead to McDonald. He'll carry it over the line. Left side to Doe. Here's Doe. McDonald couldn't shoot. Curls back up top. McDonald with time winding down. Power play is over. McDonald all the way up on the right side. Leaving it down low now across. Here's Petrantonio. Lets it go. Save made. Big rebound sitting in front. Wolf pulls it out. Trying to move it out. He jams it down the ice wide of the net. That should be icing. And it is. It'll get us to a break, but the River Dragons fail to capitalize on a 4-minute double minor for high sticking, but they still have a 3-1 lead. 6:48 into the third period, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. We're back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
And we are back in the Kinetic Credit Union third period. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me, River Dragons fans. First of a 3-3 on the weekend for Columbus. And the River Dragons, if they're able to wrap it up here tonight, and can do so with just a point, wrap up not only the Continental Division, but the FPHL regular season title as well. 6:48 into the third, 3-1, Columbus in the lead. Face-off coming up to the right of Owen Liskowitz. I'll tell you what, big penalty kill for Blue Ridge. They just killed off a 4-minute double minor for high sticking against Wolf. And then they got an icing call, but we went to the break, and they were able to rest through the media timeout. And Blue Ridge looked to move to the attack here. At center, puck dumped into the right side. Ernst after it. Swung back around the right wing wall. And now fed behind Bersani. Underwood will give it to Bockwell, who tried to give it back to him. Underwood has to chase it. To the right side corner, Underwood gets it out to center. Swan tipped it down to the defense. Blue Ridge will regroup in its own end. Bobcats trying to leave the zone here. Pesky forecheck from Hunter Bersani. Underwood forcing a turnover at the line as he stepped up, and he'll dump it in. Bersani breaks free on the forecheck. It's cleared around to the near side, but right now Columbus 3 men in deep here. Swan, Wickline, and Bersani as the puck is tossed out to center. Duncan will chop it back. Slahetka chasing. But that was a defensive play right there. Columbus chased out Slahetka up the right side to center. Backhand across Bersani. Did not get a lot on it. Swan was going to the bench anyway. Duncan chasing back against his man. Feeds it back up the far side to Doe. Doe onto the right wing. Petrantonio moving in. He's got room on the right side. He scores! The captain buries a wrist shot low to the stick side. 8:15 into the third. It's 4-1 River Dragons. Austin Doe with a great feed to Petrantonio. And that is a big goal right there after not scoring on that power play to come back and get that one instead. Petrantonio's 27th goal of the year. So now Columbus in a pretty good spot here, 3-goal cushion. But what you don't want to do is let Blue Ridge into the hockey game. Duncan steps up to throw a big hit there. Puck jarred loose at center. Jemaev, now it's wheeled back to Duncan. Try to move it across. Here's Slahetka carrying it over the line. Slahetka into the slot. Wrist shot. Oh, boy, just off the blocker. Liskowitz got a piece of it as it's cleared on down the ice. Chase down. Lavaliere's got to come way out to play it. Back up the wall. And it's flipped ahead into the body there and pushed on in. Columbus attacking left side. Jemaev, wrist shot. Liskowitz save. Rebound away to the corner. And out to center it goes, and it rolls past the D, so having to hustle back. Layton turns it away from Tatterin. And he just flips it out to center. Hunter was kind of playing the bounce there, didn't get it. Moore runs into his man to center. Now backing over the line. Here's a chance. Sazanovitz left side to Ivashkin. Centering, and that's taken away by Columbus. Bounce to the line, not out. Kept into the left point. Moore running into Tatterin. Now it's sent back to the boards again and popped out of there by Moore. Hunter up the left wing now. Ryan Hunter trying to cut wide and trying to hook his way in around Heeds, battling with Bohan over there. They were both chopping at each other. Hunter out with the puck into the slot. A backhand sent wide. Around it comes to McDonald. McDonald cross ace feed. Picked off. There's a quick shot, and that one hit a body in front. And it looks like Sazanovitz will pull it back down. It is getting a little chippy out there. We are halfway through this third period. It's 4-1 River Dragons. Columbus has got to be careful not to put Blue Ridge on the power play here. That momentum pendulum can swing right back the other way really quickly when you're down a man. McDonald up on that forecheck. Played away from Moore. Left side. Ivanov sending it into the slot. Puck through. Here's a chance. Wolf scores. There it is. Columbus was chasing hits instead of making plays, and it ends up in the back of their net. .935 left to go here in period number 3. And for Wolf, that's his 18th of the year. Well, you can't look past any team in this league. Columbus starting to chase after hits, going out of their way to try to be feisty, chippy, aggressive, and unfortunately it bites them. So now it's 4-2. The lead once again reduced to 2 goals. Columbus trying to step up and keep it in, but they cough it up. And out the left side, Vlasov into the slot for Martin. His wrist shot and a glove save there. Held by Lavalier. That'll get us to a break with 9:16 to go in the third. 4-2, Columbus in the lead in this Kinetic Credit Union third period. Back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Let's go! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Football time!
Set the tone. Kyle, tie your shoes, tie your shoes. Yeah, good job. Woo! Yeah!
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
.9:16 to go in the third. River Dragons up 4-2 on the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Tom Callahan here with you as the faceoff will be back in the Columbus end to the right of William Lavalier. He's stopped 21 of 23 Bobcat shots. Owen Leskowitz has stopped 30 of 34 River Dragon shots to this point. Columbus has already sewn up the season series against the Bobcats. Now they're just looking to sew up the Central Division or Continental Division title, pardon me, and the FPHL title as well. All in one fell swoop. 1 point. That's all they need for both of them. They can get it here tonight. Win in regulation. Actually, even going to overtime, but we certainly would not like that to be the case, as Columbus would like to wrap this up, get their 3 points. Underwood breaks his own, moving it ahead, puck it on goal, and that one is held there. Leskowitz will cover it with 8:57 to go in the third. 4-2 Dragons up on the Bobcats.
Sometimes that old NHL creeps back into the call just for a moment. Columbus magically becomes the Blue Jackets. Sometimes they're the Preds. Every once in a while, that'll happen.
The best is when Columbus plays Carolina, because Carolina can also become the Hurricanes. That happens real fast. Bobcats break the zone. They'll move it ahead. Here's Daly leaving it on the right side. Andrioli back to Daly. And Daly couldn't get the backhand to finish. Puck stays in, though, at least for the moment. Now it's cleared out by Columbus. Played ahead to the right side, and Wickline's got room. Cutting in on the wing. His wrist shot is deflected wide by Ivanov. Puck cleared just out over the line. Shoved right back in by Brody Duncan. Bersani moving up in the forecheck here while his mates change. 8:20 to go in the third. Bersani on the left side. Nice job by Hunter Bersani in the offensive zone here. Doe on it. Tried to feed it back up top. Slapped back towards Doe by Duncan. But now the Bobcats able to move it out to center. On the right wing, here's Sazanovitz in over the line with a wrist shot. Fought off by the glove of Lavalier. Nice stop. Cleared back down the ice. That won't have enough gas for icing, or will it? No, it will not. 7:48 to go here in the third. 4-2 Columbus in the lead. Navash going to loop back in his zone end. Out the left wing side. They'll bank it behind the net. Bobcats need a pair here in the last 7.5 minutes of regulation if they're going to push this game into some extra time. Ernst trying to wheel his way in. Sazanovitz on the wing, and a save there by Lavalier. Rebound to the corner. Ivash getting behind the net. Set up by Jamaev. Columbus back the other way. On the right wing, here's Petrantonio. He'll flip it in. Leskowitz plays it around the near side. Jamaev cuts it off. Jemayev tying it up in the corner. Played back behind, rolls to the far side. Hunter right back across the slot, and it goes out. Duncan all the way back to his own line. Shinkarik back to Brody Duncan. River Dragons in the middle of a change as Duncan dumps it in, heads to the bench himself. Hunter behind the net trying to steal the puck away. Reversed around. Moore, quick centering feed, went through the crease out the other side. And now off of Martin. He gets it to center, but now curls it back to the D. Bobcats just have to poke it away. Back to the Columbus blue line. Shinkarik to the left side, and Parker Layton will move it ahead. Gets it back, and a little tip on the give and go. Hooks it up the slot, hooked it out of the zone. Shinkarik pressured, tried to feed it away. He was right up on the forecheck there. Fed around behind the net. Now it ends up out to center, and here's McDonald on the rush with Moore. Cutting in, feeds Hunter in the slot. Hunter the backhand back across. And the pass is behind both McDonald and Moore. Fed to the near corner. Hunter on the right side. Trying to dance free behind the net with it. Around to the far side it goes. I'm not sure why. Ryan Hunter kind of went through the legs receiving that pass, and I'm not sure if that was necessity, as Blue Ridge way offside at the line. If that was necessity or just kind of the way it worked out, but unfortunately it kind of took him out of the ability to get a shot there. And then both Moore and McDonald crashed right down to the blue paint. And the feed went behind both of them, so a scoring chance by the boards there. Offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com. Are your sides a little off? Well, get lined up at Old School Barber Shop. Book online 24/7 on their website. And you can also do the same anytime through Instagram and Facebook. Reservations are highly recommended at Old School Barber Shop. Blue Ridge recovers the puck in its own end. 5:24 to go in the third. 4-2 Columbus in the lead. Well, that pass missed absolutely everybody. Down it goes for an icing call against Blue Ridge. 5:13 to go in the third. 4 different River Dragons on the sheet tonight. Justin McDonald, Austin Doe, Sequoia Swan, and the captain, Josh Petrantonio, have the goals. Face off to the left of the Blue Ridge net. Bersani, Storjahan, Wickline, Underwood, Bockwell. That draw one right back in. Liskowitz is going to hold it. Bersani never even got his stick down. Lions would drop the puck, and Bersani saying, what gives? So we'll do it again. This time Bersani able to win it back. Underwood at the point. Looking for a seam. Wrist shot. Save made in front. Liskowitz. Good battle in front there between Bersani and Newberg. Puck does get back out to center. Bockwell trying to turn it back the other way. Flipped it behind Wickline. Bobcats give it up though. And here's Storjahan moving in. His wrist shot through traffic saved Liskowitz. And Rioli on the far side, the former River Dragon, trying to move it ahead. Nice little move to escape pressure, but he just dumps it down the ice. He'll wave off icing here. And Rioli wanted a call. Wickline will leave it back for Underwood. Underwood, left side. Bockwell cross ice again behind Wickline as it bounces down, and that is icing against Columbus. 4:25 to go in the third. 4-2 River Dragons in the lead in this Kinetic Credit Union third period. We are back with the exciting conclusion of tonight's final frame. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account. all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
4:25 to go in the third. River Dragons up 4-2 on the Blue Ridge Bobcats. We're going to take a break, 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
You're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKCN HD2 Fort Moore, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
Face-off will come back to the right of Lavalier after the icing call. River Dragons cannot shuffle the lines up here. So they're stuck with a little bit of a mix out there. It's Swan, Jemaeff, and Wickline. Now with Underwood and Bockwell. Blue Ridge does win the draw, but Swan got right up there to front that shot and block it. Jemaeff off the glass, a bouncer to the line, glove down, kept in, shot coming in, save made by Lavalier. Puck up to the left point again, once again kept in, long shot, and this time he'll just catch it and hang on. And, whoa, here we go. Pile right in front of the net as Ivashkin tried to get in there, and Bockwell did not like that at all. And I think Ivashkin's going to the box, bare minimum here. A roughing call against, well, or no, maybe it's Bockwell going. No, they're also indicating Ivashkin should be going, so it's going to be 4-on-4. At least we'll see here. Okay, that's Underwood, not Bockwell, that they just put in the box. The referees are actually debating it right now. The one referee indicated that it should be Ivashkin going in for roughing. But I wonder if he's been talked out of it. He was pointing at the Blue Ridge penalty box. .15:51 time of the penalty. I thought we were at least going to get evened up here, but no, Blue Ridge gets a power play. Their fourth of the night, they're 0 for 3, so Underwood into the Abercrombie Bonding penalty box, and Columbus has a big kill ahead of it here. They will start by clearing the puck down the ice. That's surprising, especially the way the one ref was gesturing and repeatedly pointing at the Blue Ridge penalty box, but it looks like he got talked out of it by his partner. Puck at the left point. Bohan trying to keep it in, feeds it over to the far side. Bouncer at the dot, and nice diving effort by Bersani, clears the zone. Coming up on 3.5 to go into third, 4-2 River Dragons. Now I wonder, with $1:20 to go in the power play, do we see Blue Ridge potentially pull the goaltender here to try to get those 2 points? River Dragons aggressive on the forecheck. Bersani forced a turnover to Swan, couldn't get his shot away. Boy, Sequoia Swan had a great shorthanded chance earlier in the game, too. And then he also set up a shorthanded chance. And now Swan will cross the ice with a big hit on Tattern. He's going to make his way slowly over to the bench. Columbus trying to clear, but a bouncing puck in the slot, booted over to the near side boards. And it's sent around the rim. Bounces right in front, but Swan is there. Andrioli all over him. Puck stays into the right point. Andrioli in the right half wall. Up top, Martin back towards Andrioli. Feeds it down low. Ivashkin tried to stuff it at the far post. Couldn't get it to go. Sent right up to the blue line. Moving to his left. Martin will keep it in. Martin looking in front. There's a shot. Goaltender going to the bench. Extra man is out. There's a shot. What a save! Unbelievable stop by Lavalier! Lavalier over on his back, down but not out, snags it out of the air with a glove. What an incredible stop. Oh my goodness. Look what I found. We could show the replay on that over and over and over, and you're still not going to believe that that just happened. Timeout Blue Ridge. They were in the middle of pulling the goaltender there. Just an absolutely incredible save. Point blank, you see he makes the first save, goes down, and then just an absolute snag. What a stop. Wow. Lavalier, unbelievable. Rolling over, flashed the leather, nothing but glove. 19 seconds to go in the Underwood penalty. 2:28 to go here in the third. Liskowitz is going to stay on the bench. It's going to be 6-on-4 for the next 19 seconds, though. Columbus does have shots at the empty net without fear of icing. Face-off will be to the right of the River Dragons goal. And Blue Ridge does win it. There's a shot coming in by Martin, fought off by the blocker of Lavalier. He thought he had it. He's tied up by the traffic. There's a shot in, save made on the deflection. Rebound is wedged out, does get to center. Underwood set to come back here as Bersani moved it ahead, but Hunter couldn't catch up with it. Out of the box is Underwood. 2:04 to go. It's 4-2 Columbus. Andrioli wheeling at center with a Blue Ridge net is empty. Andrioli into the right side, he'll sweep it around the rim. Left point McHugh trying to hold it in. It's swept away. McDonald chasing it to center. Wolf on him. Bach will back in his own end, can't get to it. Underwood will pound it around the near side. Bersani sweeps it out to center. McDonald at center to the empty net. He scores! Justin McDonald puts it in the yawning goal mouth. His 43rd goal of the season. And that empty netter should steal the deal. I think Ryan Hunter was a little, let's say, disappointed. He was ahead on the break. I think he wanted the puck from McDonald, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to an empty net, I want to see guys be more selfish. No more 12 passes with the chance of fanning on an empty net. If you're a McDonald and you know you can hit the cage from center, just do it. Put it in there, make it a 5-2 game. Let's get out of here. And that's exactly what he does. Columbus looking to move this one ahead. Liskowitz is back in the net, 5-2. As the River Dragons try to push in, and now it's just counting it down to the end. 105, 104, clock rolls. We are 5-on-5. Don't forget, these same two teams are back at it again tomorrow night. It's Legends weekend here. The Legends play tomorrow at 4:30. 3:30 for the doors. Your ticket to both games can be purchased at the Civic Center box office or online at Ticketmaster.com, and a one ticket gets you into both. These two teams rematch tomorrow night. But Columbus, 38 seconds away now. Half minute to go. And up the left side. Pushing in is Ernst. Ernst on the left wing. Moves it in front. Bouncer swatted away by Swan. He'll punch that one out down the ice. A bouncer that's going to go right in on goal. Nope, just wide of it. But they'll wave off the icing. And Vlasov up the left wing. Martin back for Vlasov. 5 seconds to go. Countdown is on. And that countdown finalizes. The River Dragons with a 5-2 win are your Central Division champions and your 2023-24 FPHL regular season champions. And now we've got a lineup at center between the two teams. Some serious milling around going on out there. But the coaches for both teams out there. Boomer out there telling his team to get to the dressing room. Or at least get out of that pile. They still want to salute the fans at center, but now Blue Ridge will file off and we'll file into the Pepsi postgame show. 5-2 River Dragons win. We are back with the 3 stars on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Boom, dum, dum. Get low, get low, get low. 369, ooh, she fine. Hoping she can sing it to me one more time. Get low, get low, get low, get low.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
William Lavalier, second star, Sequoia Swan. And we'll get our first star interview down on the ice here in just a moment as Swan throws out, a t-shirt and a stick to a lucky fan.
Tonight's first star of the game with 1 goal and 1 assist, he's up to number 17, Austin Jones. Oh yeah, Dozer, fun fact, your Dragons have now clinched the regular season championship. Dozer, another night where Wiki had 2 assists, Harper Sonny had 2 assists. We could make 10 stars if we wanted to. Talk about just the balance we got the locker room scoring up and down that roster.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Really balanced deep group, and
yeah, I post something too. Not only did we clinch our season championship, we're 5 points away from having the best team in Columbus hockey history. How big is that to you? How big is that to the boys in the locker room? This is 25 years of history of hockey in Columbus, and you guys are the upper echelon of it.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't think we thought we heard about it the other day, but we're still tomorrow, and
those are 5 more next week. It's probably going to be a semifinal preview. We got 2 at Winston and 1 back here against Carolina. I know you're not looking ahead to the Bobcats by any means, Christy Imagination of Mississippi on Sunday, but talk about rest of the season and do it in style.
yeah, obviously they're big rival of ours. Didn't end where we wanted to last year. I mean, every time we play back, big game.
All right, Dozer, heck of a game tonight. Give it up for number 1 star, number 17, Austin Doe.
Your number 1 star tonight, Austin Doe, and the 3 stars brought to you by Wade Cleaners. the official cleaners of Scorch and Torch. More of the Pepsi postgame show coming your way. 5-2, River Dragons win it. They are now your Continental Division champions and your FPHL regular season champions, ensuring them home ice throughout the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. We'll be right back with more in just a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
Ice Spice?
Wait, who's that?
It's my ex, lemon lime soda.
You're looking well.
I just needed something more refreshing, more crisp. I'm with Starry now.
This is intense.
He's so vulnerable.
But I love you. Please.
Aw, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Huh, Starry does taste better.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck, pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Blue Ridge Bobcats here tonight and now have sewn up the Continental Division title and the FPHL regular season championship as well, which guarantees them home ice throughout the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. All right, so let's take a look back at the scoring wrap in this one, and we go back to the first period where Columbus got on the board just 1 minute, 2 seconds into things here. Justin McDonald, his first of two on the night, his 42nd of the year from Ryan Hunter, and the River Dragons were off and running. Then they would score again just $1:45 later. Austin Doe from Wickline and Bersani, and it was 2-0 River Dragons after one period of play. Into the second at 5:24, Sequoia Swan taps home a puck. What a great pass, by the way. Storjahan right onto the tape for Swan. All he had to do, keep the stick on the ice, direct it into the net. He did just that. Cody Wickline also an assist, and it's 3-0 at that point. However, Blue Ridge wasn't going to go so easily. Vlasov at 7:03 gets Blue Ridge on the board, putting home a pass from behind the net from McHugh. And at that point, Blue Ridge might have felt a little bit of life, and for the rest of the second period, I thought Blue Ridge had some pretty good momentum at times, but just never found a way to get another puck past Lavalier before the end of the frame. So 3-1 after 40 minutes of play. In the third, the captain, Josh Petrantonio, nets his 27th of the season from Doe and Duncan. A wrist shot from the right wing that beats Liskowitz low to the stick side at 8:15. But the Bobcats get up off the floor. Jakob Wolf is 18th from Ivanov and Charlton at 10:25. And that would really create a buzz down to the end of the hockey game. At one point, the Bobcats pulled their goaltender. They had a power play, didn't score, but left the goaltender out. And then that cleared the way for Justin McDonald to score his 43rd of the season from Bersani and Underwood at 18:28. And that cements the game. Shots on goal in this one. By period, Columbus 12 in the first, 14 in the second, 12 in the third for 38. For the Bobcats, 9, 7, and 12 for 28. Power plays, River Dragons 0 for 3, and the Bobcats 0 for 4. We'll take a break in the Pepsi postgame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo Zip, and that's coming up in just a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
What? Tim Hortons has a new $6 breakfast bundle? With a mouthwatering breakfast sandwich, a golden hash brown with a small hot or iced coffee, and a classic donut made for your me time. Oh, and yours too. The $6 breakfast bundle.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Get 2 entrees and an appetizer for $25 only at Applebee's.
And we welcome our YouTube audience back in as well as we are ready for a final check of the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. So now with the River Dragons, by picking up a single point here tonight, well, they pick up 3 as they win in regulation, 5-2 over the Bobcats, have now clinched both the Continental Division and the FPHL regular season title. That means they're the number 1 seed all the way through the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Should they make it to the final, they have home ice wrapped up. Now to the out-of-town scoreboard to see what's going on here in and around the rest of the league here this evening. And it's a final from Binghamton tonight. The Black Bears 2-1 winners over the Danbury Hat Tricks. That's a big win for Binghamton. And Danbury maybe losing and maybe a little bit of a window shutting here, a chance to try to catch up and pass Motor City, who only have 2 games left, but now the Hat Tricks only have 3 games left, and they trail by 5 points. Motor City ends next weekend. They don't play this weekend. The Rockers end next weekend with a home-and-home against Port Huron, which is always a pretty hotly contested rivalry between those two teams. But now that they're in different divisions, it's got a little bit different bend to it. And Danbury trying to catch Motor City maybe to get home ice in that first-round series against the Rockers. Those two will face each other. It's just who's going to be the team with the hammer. At Watertown Arena, Elmira with a big performance on the road. And remember, the River Sharks finished the year with all 4 of their games away from home. They are done playing home games. And so if they want to get in the playoffs, they're going to have to get it done away from home. They're doing it tonight at Watertown Arena, 7-2 over the Wolves. And Elmira can put themselves 6 points clear of Watertown, but Watertown still has a game in hand. At the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, this game is a little more than halfway through the third period. Carolina 5-3 up on the Mississippi Seawolves. And so now some of the seeding has been locked in here tonight. The one that we don't 100% know yet is going to depend on potentially this game, potentially the Prowlers game. If Mississippi loses tonight, they're locked into the 4 spot. And looking over at the Raising Cane's River Center, Port Huron, after 2 periods, has a 3-1 lead on the Baton Rouge Zydeco. If that score holds, then it will lock in all 4 seeds in the Continental Division. The River Dragons are first. We know that for sure. We know that Carolina is second for sure. With 2 points tonight between Port Huron winning and Mississippi losing, Port Huron would lock up third, and that would force Mississippi to 4th. That would mean the first-round matchup for the River Dragons will be the Mississippi Seawolves, and Columbus, of course, would have the home ice advantage in that first-round matchup. So keep in mind the regular season ends the weekend of April 13th. Our last regular season home game is April 13th against the Carolina Thunderbirds, but the first-round matchup will begin the next week. It's a best-of-3 series, and it looks extremely likely the River Dragons are going to lock in against Mississippi here tonight. In the NHL, finals coming in from around the league. Sabres 4-2 winners over the Flyers. 4-2 Hurricanes come back to beat the Capitals. Rangers top the Red Wings 4-3. In the second period right now, Avalanche and Oilers are tied up at 2. In the first period, Kraken and Ducks are scoreless, as are the Golden Knights and the Coyotes. And finally, Major League Baseball finals from earlier tonight. 3-0. The Yankees blanked by the Blue Jays. Tigers 5-4 over the Athletics. Cubs 9-7 over the LA Dodgers. Rockies with a walk-off grand slam win at 10-7 over the Tampa Bay Rays. Orioles 5-2 over the Pirates. Giants 3-2 top the Padres. Mets 3-2 over the Reds. 4-0 Phillies blank the Nationals. 2-1 Royals over the White Sox. How about the Braves rallying to tie the Diamondbacks and force extra innings? Now in the top of the 10th inning, they're tied up at 5. Bottom of the 8th, you've got the Brewers up 4-3 on the Mariners. Top of the 8th inning, the Rangers are all over the Astros, 10-0. And just underway, top of the 2nd inning, Red Sox with a 1-0 lead over the Angels. That's it for the Out-of-Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In, and that's it for our Pepsi postgame show. When we come back to you, we will be talking tomorrow night as the River Dragons taking on the Blue Ridge Bobcats once again. So we hope you can join us for that contest. And come on down. Tomorrow is the Legends game. Doors open at 3:30. Introductions start for the Legends at 4:30. And it is the best of Cottonmouths and River Dragons alumni playing in that game. And then we will lead up to the River Dragons and the Bobcats that night. So we look forward to that one. Should be a great matchup. And then, of course, the River Dragons round out the weekend on the road Sunday in what, well, by the end of tonight could be a first-round playoff preview Sunday afternoon. That one against Mississippi on the road. But, boy, in the meantime, if you can come down here, if you're thinking about coming down to a game, I'll tell you what, the way this one ended, there was a lot of intensity out there. And I would go ahead and hazard a guess that that may just carry over into tomorrow night's contest. So, all right, my thanks to my broadcast crew here, everybody getting us through. Of course, we had Zylik Lane, we had Drew Pierce, and then we had Emily Green down there on the main game camera here tonight. My thanks to them for getting us through this one. Again, your final score, the Dragons beat the Bobcats 5-2. I'm Tom Callahan saying good night. Good night.
Thank you for being a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey. This game was brought to you in part by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons. Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the River Dragons. And by Chick-fil-A Midland, Tim Hortons, Columbus Diagnostic, Shredaway, The Overby Company, Vector Ply, Trivioli's, The Jersey Shop, Beam TV, WYBU Christian Television Network, Troy University, Largeman Dental, BKI Accounting, The Optical Shop, Piggly Wiggly, Sun South John Deere, Wade Cleaners, Houston Clinic, Abercrombie Bonding, First Franklin Financial, and Old School Barber Shop. This has been a presentation of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use is prohibited without the express written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and the Columbus River Dragons. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons.